Yes, guys. It is time. It is time, guys. What is up, everybody? Raw, Monday Night Raw, the Raw before. The Raw before Super Showdown, guys. We're about to find out. We are about to find out what they have in store for us, what the go-home angles are going to be, who's going to be coming out on top.
What in the hell is wrong with you?
What time it is? Monday Night Raw, guys. What is up? Get it hype in here. If you guys can hear me, say what's up in the chat. If you can see me, say what's up in the chat. Let me see all you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Time. It is time. Starting off the show with a montage of Randy Orton, showing what he's been up to recently, all his damage he's been handing out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How he just kept saying he was sorry after he smashed Matt Hardy's head. Sure he is. He doesn't look sorry. He definitely doesn't look sorry. Alright, guys. Legendary. What is up? Trevor's in the house. Ringmaster's in the house. We Rupt is here. In the house. On the house. I'm gonna call you PJ. PJ is in the house. What is up, PJ? Listen Up is in the house. Empire is also amongst the house. Who else is in here? Ringmaster. Did I say Ringmaster? I said Ringmaster. Mr. Snipes is here as well. Let's see him blow this place up. Yes, dude. Wow. The pyro, I love it so much. This Thursday, guys, not this Thursday night, this Thursday afternoon. This Thursday afternoon is Super Showdown. Actually, not even afternoon. It's at noon Pacific, I believe. Noon Eastern? Is it noon Eastern? I hope it's not Eastern. Is it Eastern? It probably is Eastern. Pyro, woo! Empire, thank you for the host. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, so they're starting the show off with the Viper, the Wiper, Randall Keith. I said it last week, and I'm gonna say it again. I wonder how many episodes of Raw have started out with just his song playing. I'd like to know. I'd like to see like a readout of whose song has started off Raw or Smackdown the most amount of times. Here he is, guys. Yes. Welcome, welcome. It is time. The go-home show for Super Showdown. I wonder if Randy's gonna have a match at Super Showdown. That's something that I started wondering kind of recently. Is if he's gonna actually fight anybody at Super Showdown. We might get our answer. Might get our answer very soon here. Also, there's no name on the desk yet, but whoever is the first person to donate, you'll be taking out Temezi, because if you donate at least $1, you're taking him out. You'll be the new chat champion. So $1 donation gets you in there. Also gets your name on the desk. Bits. Also, I think I fixed the bits to where they'll just show up if you cheer. Oh yeah, we got a title match tonight, right? Wait, what? Strange Tag Fellows? Oh, there's not a tag match.
But only one will earn the opportunity to face Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania.
The contract signing for Elimination Chamber is tonight. Oh, wow. It's pretty far ahead of time, if you ask me. What day is Elimination Chamber on? Does anybody know? All right, Randy has finally made his way to the ring, guys. King Corbin. Super Showdown in the UK, I don't know, man. Probably like maybe like 5 in the morning, something like that. Or actually, you'll be ahead of us, right? So like 5 at night or 5 in the daytime. Something like that. 5, 6, or 7? I don't know. You should just look it up. Be better off just looking it up. I have no idea, dude. I'd say sometime around like 6 or 7 your time. Because I know it's going to be noon, I think, Eastern? I really got to figure that out. Figure that out soon. Alright, Randy's just standing in the ring, soaking up the opposite of love and adulation from the crowd. Six p.m. in the UK, maybe? Might be right. It's a sold-out Raw? That's awesome. Jeez, he's really taking his sweet time. His music is still playing, and he's just standing there. He's not doing anything. Just looking around. Oh, he's got a mic now. All right, Randy, let's see what you got going on. What's up, Randall Keith? Find out what he's doing. Maybe Matt versus Randy. If it has stipulation on it, I might be cool with that. I don't want to see a straight up one-on-one match between those two.
I need to apologize.
Oh boy. Here we go. Time to say sorry again. Thank you for all the thumbs up, guys.
Not the most sentimental of men, but lately, to say the least, my
thumbs up on
emotions
YouTube.
have become unbalanced.
Yeah, we got to hear his full theme song tonight, that's for sure.
This morning, once I arrived to the venue, I was told that it had been 15 years since Monday Night Raw had made it to Winnipeg.
Wow. Wow, they haven't been here. They haven't been in Winnipeg for 15 years. Nobody's trash. Don't call people trash in here. If you don't like people, just talk about who you do like. You're just going to start arguments.
To the internet, I did a little research, and I saw that on that Raw 15 years ago, I was the Intercontinental Champion. And I was also punched in the face by a certain man.
Who was that?
A man who would eventually
love the background. Thank you,
myself.
Matthew.
A man who would eventually
Yep, Brock
save
is here
me
tonight.
from my self-destructive tendencies. A man that I would eventually look up to. A man that I learned to love like a brother. His name was Adam.
Oh. Yep.
But all of
Edge.
you call him Edge.
Elijah, what's up, dude?
Tonight, I'm sure that he would. Ladies and gentlemen, Edge can't be here tonight because of what I did to him almost a month ago.
Smackdown was great, man. I got to see Goldberg live.
I don't expect you to understand. As a matter of fact, I know from the bottom of my heart that none of you could ever understand why I did what I did.
Yeah, because you won't tell us. We might understand if you start talking. You start telling us.
What I did, I am very sorry for.
Jeff Hardy's going to come back. That would be great. I would like to see that. Jeff versus Randy again? That'd be cool.
I am truly sorry from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, Irish with the host. Yeah, I think it's working, guys. I think I fixed it. Irish, thank you for hosting, man. Oh, KO. Dude, they're just doing everything they can to get Kevin Owens over. It's good to see him doing something besides coming out here and telling Seth that he sounds stupid or whatever. I am all for it, Kevin Owens. It makes kind of no sense unless he's just going to be like, oh, I'm from Canada, and so is Edge, so I don't like you now. Yes, yes. Kevin Owens. I like it. I like it. Ringmaster's got 101 gritty YTXP. YTXP is your YouTube experience points, guys. If you want to check it, just type in !points, and it will tell you how many you have. All right, Kevin Owens is in the ring now. Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens.
Randy.
Welcome, Irish. And the only way you get YTXP is by being on YouTube, guys. So if you want to up your YTXP, get on over to YouTube. Leave a thumbs up while you're at it. A subscription helps, donations help, all that stuff helps.
You know, for the past few months, I've been dealing with a lot of delusional people. Of course, I'm talking about AOP, their little buddy Murphy, and I can't forget about the Monday night moron, Seth Rollins.
Oh, God. No, it'll show you your points in here, Kelly, on Twitch, but you just you can't earn them by being on Twitch.
Because tonight, I have an issue with you.
You earn different points. You earn the gritty Twitch points by being on Twitch.
And because it seems like dealing with delusional people is a specialty of mine, I just heard you apologize for what you did to Edge. I heard that right? That is what you said? Okay. Well, so here's the thing. I don't think you mean it.
No way. What gives you that idea?
So dropped the act and just tell us why you did it. You know, Matt Hardy came out here a few weeks ago, tried to get answers from you, and instead, all he got was a vicious beatdown twice. So now I'm here asking you, why did you do it? You don't want to go down that road.
You'll get more for being here and just being active in the chat, guys. That's how you get it. I can get this eyelash out of my eye.
No, I think I really do want to go down that road. Because here's the thing about Edge, man. You know, I have been a fan of WWE my entire life. And I remember what it felt like sitting at home watching Edge retire. And guess what? At that point, I was already wrestling for a living. I was grinding it out on the independent circuit. But my goal was always to get to WWE. And I sat there and watched Edge, somebody who I looked up to my entire career, retire. And I thought, man, not only does it suck for him, but it sucks for me and so many guys like me who are growing up, looking up on him and hoping to one day share the ring with him. And now we won't get to do it. So at the Royal Rumble, when I watched Edge come out and make his return, I was back there waiting for my own entrance in the Royal Rumble, but I wasn't watching.
Uh-oh. He wasn't watching, guys.
As a superstar, I was watching as a fan, and to see that look in his eyes when he got what he loved back. And then to know that maybe one day I would get to step into the ring with him. But then the next night, you took it all away.
Can you join? What are you trying to join?
One more time. Why did you do it?
Good question.
You think you know me? Your hero, Edge.
He has a brand new tattoo.
He thought he knew me too.
Looks like Kevin has a brand new tattoo. It's like a dinosaur skull.
That's very clever, but you know what? You're right. I don't know you. In fact, the only thing I know right now is I think these people are pretty sick of watching us talk.
And I think what they want to see is the two of us fight. So why don't we do that?
You want a match with me right here tonight in Winnipeg? You want to fight me tonight? You know what? Owens, you're on.
Oh,
You're on.
I didn't think he
But
was
not
going to do it.
right this minute.
Oh. Oh.
Credit Owens for putting the challenge down for Randy Orton, but
All right, so I guess they're going to have a match. It's just not at this very moment. And then Randy gets out of the ring and just starts walking up the ramp. Of course, of course. It's got to be on the Viper's terms. He's a slippery snake. Yep, he's a snake. All right, I'm giving it some awes. Not right now. Kevin Owens just stomping around the ring. Well, not stomping, but just pacing. Kevin Owens with his brand new dinosaur skull tattoo on his arm, and he hits the turnbuckles. Yo, the feathered mask for $100 grand. Oh my goodness, Kelly. Yeah, see, I fixed it. I fixed it so it'll show up on its own now. They're for I think 50, 60, and 80. I actually put pictures there for you. So if you do 50, 60, or 80,000, 50,000, 60,000, 80,000.
Monday Night Raw, and also clarified that your
Thank you so
relationship
much,
is strictly
Kelly.
one of business. So on that note, what unfinished business do you have in store for Humberto Carrillo?
Angel
You seem
Garza.
like you're asking more for yourself, but the only business that we have with Humberto
Why does she
is a
always say it
necessary
like that?
chore to take out the trash, basura, because Carlos, right? Carlos, what's your name? Familia es muy importante. Pero like, there's some family that you're super proud of, and some that you would much rather deny. And luckily, Angel Garza is a man's man. And he understands that he has to put his awkward cousin Dimples Carrillo where he belongs. So, once Humberto is kicked to the curb, there is nothing stopping this Lothario from taking the top spot here on Raw.
Well, lofty goals it seems for our resident ladies' man. But thank you so much for the interview, Zelina.
Why was that so nice?
There's business and there's pleasure. Charlie, with you, business is always a pleasure.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Charlie.
Caruso smitten. Angel Garza.
Oh, he's got a brand new theme? Is this a brand new theme? Is that brand new? Platinum Ray, how you doing today, man? How can you watch Raw with me? You got to go to the USA Network. Raw is live on the USA Network currently. Concordantly? I'd say concordantly as well. All right, so Angel Garza is walking out with Zelina Vega, and it sounds, maybe I haven't been paying attention to his theme song too much, but sounds like a new theme song to me. Who got a new theme? Angel Garza, it looks like. Another advertising the Super Showdown this Thursday, guys. I think it's noon Eastern.
Here's your breaking news.
Let's find out.
The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, you're next.
Heck yes.
I know someone that's just dying to meet you. And you're right behind me. I am playing
Yes, I was there.
I'm here to do one thing. Take your Universal Championship.
Super Showdown. The iconic Goldberg. The Fiend Bray Wyatt.
Heck yes. 12 noon Eastern time. Okay. Oh God, and it's Game Maker's favorite song. So yes, this Thursday, guys, 12 Eastern time, which will be 9 Pacific. 9 Pacific? I think 9 Pacific time. Please be here, man. We got Platinum Ray in the house saying aloha. We got Empire. We got Weebrupt. If you have given a thumbs up to this broadcast on YouTube, please type a 1 in the YouTube chat. I will give you a little mini shout out. Small little mini shout out. And Kelly over on the Mixer hooking it up. Yeah, he was definitely making a move on Charlie there, but I don't know. I think Charlie kind of bats for the other team. I don't know about that. The spear was bogus in your opinion? I don't think Goldberg knows how to do a bogus spear, man. He really hit him. He really hit him. I was there, dude. I was in the crowd. I was live at the arena when it happened. He really hit him. It's just Bray. Bray happens to know how to take a spear a little. You could say he comes from a long line of wrestling family, so he just might know how to take it a little bit better than your average person who gets speared every day. There'll never be an Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, that's true. But hey, that doesn't mean you can't take some elements and make it your own. That's what it looks like Garza is doing. Just needs to work on the mic. Yeah, I mean, but I kind of like his lack of talking on the mic. I don't want him to get good on the mic. You know, I think that getting good on the mic is for certain type of superstars. I don't think he should be a man of like 1,000 words and a guy who has to come out here and cut paragraph long promos and stuff. It just waters you down. Some people can pull it off, but I'd rather him just be, you know, short and sweet and just keep that kind of like a mystery, kind of a mysterious element about himself. I don't know how to put it. How do I feel about Cesaro Nakamura versus Cesaro and Braun? That was a cool match. I don't know if Cesaro was on both teams, but it was a good match. The Symphony of Destruction. I think that piano was supposed to break when Braun slammed Shinsuke on it. I think Shinsuke ended up having to get stitches in his head or staples or something. Ay, ay, ay. Since the Fiend took the spear on SmackDown, Goldberg is losing. I never thought Goldberg was winning the match anyway. What sense would it make? He's going to be Universal Champ and walk into WrestleMania with it? I mean, it would set up a whole different type of dream match, possibly, or a rematch. But I just don't see it. I don't see Goldberg winning. There was a guy there that I was talking to at the arena, and he's like, dude, Goldberg's winning no matter what. And I'm just like, all right. He's like, Goldberg's career is more important than the Fiend's. And I'm like, yeah, maybe like overall, but not right now. There's one of them that's probably selling an incredible amount more merchandise and is just pretty much just the flagpole, like the tent pole of SmackDown Live. Without the Fiend, SmackDown would really be a bad show right now. All right, they have announced tonight. It's just commercial break. That's why I'm just sitting here talking. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton tonight. If that's going to be the main event, I hope that maybe Edge comes out and has a little spot. I think that would be cool. Nah, it won't ruin anything. People are always saying these words. These words have absolutely no meaning. Ruined, buried, just spoiled. All these words mean nothing. They mean absolutely nothing. All it takes is a few weeks of booking someone correctly, and they're right back on top. People would have said that, oh, Luke Harper was buried, Rusev was buried, all these people are buried, but then every time they show up or every time anybody talks about them, they're like a shining beacon of people. People smile when you say their names. People are hyped when they see them come out here. There is no ruin, there is no buried. The only time you're buried is if you never ever show up again. That's when you're buried. When people just absolutely forget about you. Anybody's career can be revived within just a couple of weeks of good booking and an actual storyline. That's all it takes.
So here we go, one-on-one.
And it's been seen over and over and over and over again in wrestling. All the people that we thought were buried came right back and had something cool. As long as they had a storyline and as long as they had some sort of feud to get behind, people are just fine. The Fiend, it would suck to see him lose, and I don't think it's what they're going to be after, but it wouldn't be ruined at all. He's too good for SmackDown. He's too good of a superstar. He's too good of a character. He's too charismatic. There's no ruining him.
These two know each other very well. They grew up with each other
He just won't be as hype as he is right now. That's for sure. He'll take some steam out of the train. All right, so it's Humberto Carrillo again. I hope Humberto can put on some savagery like last time. Last time I saw him, he was vicious. Goldberg's a part-timer. Who cares? Who cares? Like I said, it's not going to bury anybody. Burial is one of those words that needs to get out of people's vocabulary when it comes to wrestling. No one's going to be ruined. No one's going to be buried. It does not exist. If you have a good storyline and the people backstage care about you, if one loss can bury you, then you weren't anything to begin with.
Angel Garza climbs back inside the ropes very
and the Fiend and Bray Wyatt are definitely something. One loss is not going to do anything. We're talking about Bray Wyatt, the guy who was a perennial loser for so long, so much of his career. He just kept on losing and losing and losing, talking trash and then losing, and then talking trash and then losing, cutting weird promos and then losing. You're talking about a guy who's literally been buried like 50 times already. Just saving Edge and Orton for Mania, you think so? Might be right. Humberto Carrillo. So yeah, that's my input for today's show. It definitely wouldn't be the best thing for the Fiend's momentum, but he definitely won't be buried or ruined or any of that stuff.
Humberto Carrillo is focused, and he's in control right now against Angel Garza on Raw.
Angel Garza's not getting any kisses from the crowd like last week.
What's the tax prep gonna cost? Can't really say that till the end.
Remember last week when he was getting kisses from the crowd? That was funny. His storyline, from what I know, Bray Wyatt came up with most of what's going on with the Fiend. Like, he'd been dropping hints about it and everything for months. That he had this idea for a long time, and that the WWE just kind of let him go with it. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot to it. There's a lot more people behind the scenes that have to, okay stuff, but I think Bray is the genius behind that. Hope they bring Sister Abigail. I don't know what could they do with that. Because from what I'm thinking, the spirit of Sister Abigail is just in that doll. What could they do? Acid, no rumors, no spoilers, no dirt sheets. When you say stuff like that with conviction, it sounds like you're just reading spoilers and dirt sheets, dude. So please don't be telling us what type of match it's gonna be and who's fighting at Mania, because I don't want to hear any of that. If you have like an idea in your head of what would be cool, then say that. Don't say it's going to happen at Mania, because then I think you're reading dirt sheets and you're putting those rumors and spoilers in my chat, and that is strictly against the rules in this chat. I have very few rules, but one of the things that I absolutely do not want in here is spoilers, rumors, and dirt sheets. So please, no. Please keep that stuff to yourself if that's what you're doing. I knew that was a hair. Please. If you have an idea for a match, say, I think it would be cool if this happened. Don't just say, it's happening at Mania, it's going to be no holds barred. Because then I'm like, oh, is it really now? And then I got to start, monitoring your messages closer and possibly timing and banning people out, and I don't like doing that. But it is something that absolutely... Now, you want to talk about ruining or burying. That is ruining and burying. When spoilers start getting involved, you might as well not watch wrestling, because it's just a checklist at that point. You're just watching an event going, oh, I heard this is going to happen. Oh, it happened. Check. Oh, this is going to happen. Oh, it happened. Check. It's not even hype anymore once you know all the stuff. So that's why I say, no, don't do it in here. You guys can do it wherever else you want. Just don't put it in my chat. You think they'll have Randy and Edge will have TLC at Mania? The match, yeah, they're at commercial right now, Elijah. They're fighting right now, but it's at commercial break. If you guys ever hear no volume in the background and me just talking about something, that most likely means that it's at a commercial break. And now they're back from commercial break.
Of Monday Night Raw. You know what that
So
means?
yeah, if anybody's ever wondering why that's the rules in here, it's because that ruins stuff.
Gained a lot of momentum here in a very short amount of time. It's trending right now on social media, and Zelina Vega's pointed him in the right direction here on Raw.
Randy and Edge TLC at Mania.
Cover, hook to the leg, and a kick out by Carrillo.
I would rather it be like maybe a Hell in a Cell, and they have the and they have ladders and tables and stuff included in there. I think that would be a really good blow off to this. Something like that. But yeah, definitely have some tables or ladders involved. It's a good idea.
This is a talented, incredibly talented superstar inside
yeah, Ringmaster. You gotta start blocking that stuff. Trust me, dude. People are just all over it right now. Oh my God, the spoiler leak batch card for Mail or WrestleMania. Everybody and their grandma is trying to come out of the woodwork and get some fame. Get a little bit of fame for leaking fight cards. When you know Vince McMahon, the guy changes his mind like the day of Mania sometimes. All it's gonna do is just end up making people look dumb.
That's what happens when you try to be just a little too cute.
Now Garza inside the ring trying to
I think the Fiend, Broken Matt Hardy, and Brother Nero would be a good team, a good faction. Maybe in the future. I'd give it some time though.
Take another look at this.
Like some major time. I'd say maybe like a year. But yeah, it could be.
It did not work out at all. That's what I say, guys. I mean, nothing.
Ronda has a gaming channel?
What? He just doesn't have the skill set.
Ronda has a gaming channel.
Because that's what Angel Garza says.
All right, Humberto over the top. Angel Garza with a super cake. Oh, that cake. And a pump kick by Carrillo on the apron. Now 2 feet to the face, and both men laid out on the apron. What a vicious showdown on this apron. That's what I want to see from Humberto, man. He's got to turn up the heat. The guy just looks like he looks like kind of like autopilot or something. Just looks too easy. This is the problem with when you get too good at wrestling. Everything looks so easy, and if you just keep on doing the same stuff, then it just gets so boring, even if you're great at it. Something Humberto needs. He needs viciousness. Baby Berto. Black Kitty, thank you for hosting. And Chase is in the building. Black Kitty, welcome to the stream. And for hosting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chase, how you doing, Chase? All right. Carrillo? Ooh. Tried to slingshot Angel Garza to the ring post, but no. Garza lands on the lands on a turnbuckle like a cat, and now moonsault. Wow, to the outside. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. It was a layout moonsault. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Vince will change his mind. That's why it's pointless. People are literally just setting themselves up. And this is what needs to happen in the dirt sheet, spoilers, rumors, circles. People who love that. People need to start having like a reputation type of mentality, and also like a reputation. Like there should be an actual site that shows how many times people were right and how many times people were wrong, and when they announce their little spoiler stuff, so that you could tell who's copying other people, you could tell who's been wrong like a million times, so that those people just never get listened to again. Because what is happening is people are trying to make their name off of spoiling stuff because they don't believe in their ability to entertain people. They don't believe in their ability to have a review show or something positive, something theirs, something that has creativity behind it, originality behind it. People don't. A lot of those people who do that sort of thing, they think that their only hope to get noticed in the wrestling world is to ruin other people's hype, ruin other people's surprises. And there needs to be like a rep site that shows like, this guy's been wrong the last 10 times he said anything. This guy's been wrong 90% of the time. This guy's been wrong 50% of the time, but he was wrong about like the biggest match, and to have like a weighted system to it. and called it like rottenspoilers.com or something. Just blow these people up. Not literally, but figuratively. Blow them up for like exposure, exposing stuff just to try to get some clout. Because the way it is right now, people can report whatever. They can be like, it's going to be The Fiend versus Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. You heard it here first. And then if that person reports that, then he gets a mark on the site for being absolutely wrong, because that's probably not going to happen. But if it is right, then that guy will get actual clout, you know? They should do that. That's what should happen. That way these people can start understanding that it's not going to help you out to just throw out wild spoilers and all that crap. Raw sucked because I heard Undisputed Era was supposed to show up. Exactly. See, that's the type of stuff too. It takes air and it takes hype out of the show that you're actually watching if you're just sitting there with a checklist waiting to check stuff off. I've heard people say that too. Where's Brock? I heard Brock was in town. I heard Hulk Hogan was in town. Somebody saw him at 7-Eleven. Like, and then you're just sitting there waiting for Hulk Hogan to show up. It could happen. It could. Vince is still in pretty good shape. The Fiend should take on Sting. Who will descend from the roof? Nobody. They're not going to do that spot ever again. That spot has been retired. Owen Hart, they don't want anybody, just out of respect for him, they don't want to do it again, and definitely for safety. Nobody's doing that. If they do, man, that would set the wrestling world on fire in a very bad way. Because Owen Hart tried to come down from the rafters and he died doing that. Live on pay-per-view. He died in front of people live on a pay-per-view. They're not going to let anybody else come down from the rafters. That spot is canceled, and I'm glad it's canceled because it doesn't even make any sense. It makes sense for like 2 people. It makes sense for like Sting and maybe Shawn Michaels, and that's it. Nobody else should be coming out of the rafters. Just come out from under the ring. Be safe.
I don't blame her. Garza now the charges. Watch this. This has been a sample of some of the offense we've seen throughout this matchup. And now Humberto Carrillo is trying to follow up. Humberto's got a sense of urgency
not that important to be losing your life over, man.
Zelina Vega drawing the attention of the official, and an uppercut
yeah,
by
exactly.
Garza,
I mean, I'll hear stuff because I'm on Twitter, I'm on YouTube. You know, I'll catch a thumbnail here or there that spoils something maybe, but most of the time they're wrong anyway. Nice Spanish fly. No, Humberto kicks out.
Now back to that distraction you called a while ago. That was perfectly legal. She didn't touch anybody. Yeah. She didn't bother anybody.
All business, right, King?
Think Owen will get in the Hall of Fame? I hope so. I hope so, man. Seems like they're putting pretty much everybody who made a definite impact. Hey, that's what I said.
It was a great piece on
Hope
WWE's YouTube channel. Humberto Carrillo said, quote,
I heard a rumor that Dudley is going to attack John Cena on Smackdown on Friday. Dudley, is that true? Dudley.
Come on, Zelina. We need you again. I mean, let's face it.
What do you mean time him out? No rumors. Wait, is it true? Dudley, get back here. Dudley.
Running out of bounds instead of getting sacked.
She's also a little shortcut, essentially. Oh, wait a minute. Cover
Dudley says he's going to check his sources now. He's gonna go. He said he's gonna plug up a hole in the sinking ship.
Carrillo turns it around. Look at these two go back and forth. Oh, man, into the cover.
Nice pins. Trading pins back and forth in the center of the ring. Look at this. Wheelbarrow. Nope, rolls through. Smart stuff. Garza puts an end to that. Humberto tried to roll through. He tried to transition from the wheelbarrow position to roll through into a pin of his own, but Garza just sat on him in the middle of the move, so he just kept him there, and he had the tights a little bit too. Gets the pin, gets the win. Garza knocks off Humberto, and this is just so weird what's happening with Humberto. Like, they had him come back all vicious, and then he just takes a loss? They're going to make this like the perennial pre-show match. These two fight on the pre-show of every pay-per-view for the next year, because it doesn't seem like this rivalry has a title involved. Doesn't seem like it really has much to it besides Zelina just talking trash. So they're gonna have to up the ante on this feud, or maybe they just need there to be this middle ground feud that they can just use whenever they want to. It's kind of a smart move for booking, but I don't know. We'll see. Contract signing tonight for Elimination Chamber. Very nice. I can't wait to see what happens here.
Oh my God! Shayna Baszler, the former NXT Women's Champion, attacking Becky Lynch from behind.
I don't know, guys. No rumors, no spoilers, no dirt sheets. I don't know how much easier I can say it. My goodness, yeah, she bit the back of her neck. Blood. My goodness. Shayna Baszler. Shayna's so awesome. They're showing a replay of what happened with Becky and Shayna right now. The vampire spot. And then the Grand Theft Auto, Becky Lynch, stealing I think stealing an ambulance is worse than stealing like a normal car. At least I would hope so.
Such a horrifying scene that has only ignited the desire.
All right, Becky Lynch backstage. She's talking to somebody in a suit coat, sport coat. Yeah, Matthew, we're gonna have to time you out, dude. You can't just put a smiley face after literally breaking my rules, dude. I've told you, I've literally talked about it for like 5 or 6 minutes today. You can't even claim you didn't hear me or anything. So we're timing you out. Please, when you come back, please keep rumors, spoilers, and dirt sheet stuff to yourself. I do not want to know what you heard about who's fighting at Mania. I don't want to hear any of that stuff. If you have like an idea of what you might like to see, then you can say that. Don't spoil matches. Don't spoil fight cards. Don't spoil plans for the future. This is your last warning. Ricochet is here. Alright, Ricochet is about to get tossed somewhere. That is for sure. I don't know who he's fighting, but this is probably where Brock is going to come out and just throw him into the 3rd row. Or maybe the 10th row. 10th row would be more my speed, but yeah. Ricochet is here. Yeah, Shayna's awesome. Who won, Gritty? Like I said, Angel Garza sat on him. I said Humberto went for a wheelbarrow and then he tried to roll through to get the pin, but Angel Garza just sat on him and got the pin, got some of the tights. And then I started talking about what this feud is for Humberto, because Humberto keeps catching losses. All you got to do is just listen to the commentary, man. I'm telling you. I'm letting you know. Everybody should know who's winning that. Who knows, man? Who knows? They've been doing some weird stuff recently. I would not be surprised if like Nia returned and ripped the door off and then she destroys everybody and Nia's the one who wins it, or you know, then they have some weird thing between Shayna and Nia, and Shayna has to overcome Nia to get that spot at WrestleMania or something. I wouldn't get too far ahead of yourself, because they've been doing strange things recently. It's almost like they're just trying to stay ahead of people's rumors and weirdness. Who's wrestling? Nobody yet. Just Ricochet. All you guys got to do is look at the screen, all right? Commercial break. Whenever you don't hear anything, that means either somebody's entrance music is currently playing, or we're at a commercial break. If you don't hear anything and I'm not talking about a match, most of the time that means that we're at commercial break. Ricochet stole your entrance. I think he might have had it a few days before you. Maybe like, I don't know, like 700 days, 600 days, something like that before you. That's not a lot. That's not a lot of days, but I think there's a little bit of precedence to where we can't really file any sort of lawsuit or anything. Needs to turn heel and pull out Prince Puma from behind, or become an evil Batman type of character. Yeah, he needs something. He needs something, dude. He can't just keep marinating on the mic, cutting these corny promos, and then just coming out here every once in a while. Having to convince the crowd that you matter by pulling off all this crazy stuff in front of them, it's not gonna pay dividends in the long run. I mean, yeah, he gets people excited, he gets people into the match, but it's like the in between parts where he's supposed to be a superstar that they're excited to see, he just disappears. It's like when he's not in front of us, it's almost like he's not on the roster. Like there's no backstage promos for him. All it is maybe Charlie will walk up and he'll be like, "This means a lot to me," while he's standing in gorilla position. He's not even backstage. They're literally just catching him right before he walks out. Like, "Oh yeah, we should probably try to build some character for you. So just say something real quick before you walk out there." Like they're not even booking anything interesting for him. They're not showing him doing like parkour outside or how he trains or seeing him do some good deeds like an actual superhero, or like helping some old lady across the street, or him cooking with his grandma. Like there's no character building at all for him. He's just corny promo after corny promo, and then he walks out and gets waffled for half the match and then gets the crowd into it because he's so fantastic in the ring. But that's, like I said, the long run, the long game for him is not looking fresh right now. I did not check the celebrity jackets thing. I did not. Dude, I forgot all about it. I forgot all about it. How crazy would it be if Sarah Logan wins? See, that's the type of thing I'm saying. There's so many other people in this match who just kind of got in that they might just be the dark horse. They might be the like you expect Shayna, so they can just sneak this in here and they already have like some storyline ready. Especially with what they did with Liv recently, to where she was like sky high. She was in the main event, and then all of a sudden they just like downgraded her. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe she's the dark horse of this whole thing. It's a realistic possibility at this point. Yeah, Prince Puma, something like that. But it won't make a difference unless there's something behind it, unless there's some sort of storyline, unless he upgrades his ability to cut a promo, unless they write something cool for him. Like he could come out here wearing whatever he wants, and it's not going to make a difference unless there's something behind it, unless there's some. It's like Rice Krispies, not Rice Krispie treats. I'm just talking. No, those rice cakes. You guys ever had those rice cakes? It's like, yeah, you're chomping on some, but what? Like, there's nothing there. And yeah, it's all the rage because it's low calorie. You can eat as many as you want. That's Ricochet right now. I can see as many matches of his as I want, but I'm still left wanting something more. I need some flavor, man. I need some calories. I need some protein. I'm not seeing none of that. I'm seeing like frivolous stuff. Oh, the OC. Who's he gonna fight? Did he fight, I think he fought Carl Anderson last week, so it's either going to be AJ or Luke Gallows, or all three of them. The OC is here. Can't figure out why Patreon isn't taking my your card. It's been doing weird stuff, man. I'm sorry that it's giving you issues. Suspended for it? Yeah, I think Andrade got suspended for some wellness violation, something. That was a while ago, though. It's probably about to be over. Yep, it's going to be Luke Gallows versus Ricochet. Man.
Let me take care of your light work.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like Luke Gallows. It's just, what is the point here? So Brock might not come out here because there's so much backup. Maybe that's the point, though.
I heard what you did there.
Here we go, guys. Luke Gallows versus Ricochet. Who do you think is winning?
WWE champion Brock Lesnar Thursday at Super Showdown.
Luke Gallows, man. You're enjoying the stream. I'm glad to see you, man. Thank you for joining us. Why Gallows? You got me, man. You got me.
Oh, come on, kid.
It'll be a massacre.
Ricochet over the top, and Gallows put on his back.
All you're doing, King, is just joining the masses, joining all the noise in the system that Ricochet hears. You can't.
I'll tell you when I figure it out.
Ricochet has said that it has been his dream ever since he was 14 years old. He's
build him up for Brock to eat him. Yeah, pretty much.
And challenge for the WWE title. Going up top here. Oh, and a big boot right to the face from Gallows.
I'll tell you one thing. If this match lasts more than 5 minutes, Ricochet has absolutely no chance against Brock Lesnar in the grand scheme of things. You can't put away Gallows in like 5 minutes. You got no chance against Brock. Now that Raw, the OC, Pyro was loud. See, Griff, welcome back, man. Dude, I love the Pyro. I was at Smackdown on Friday, and the Pyro was awesome. I put out a tweet of it. Undertaker randomly shows up. That would be cool.
Ricochet more than having his hands full right now against Luke Gallows.
I can't imagine.
Celebrating 420 early.
Did you guys just think this was going to be a walk in the park for Ricochet?
I guess so. I don't know what he got suspended for, but I think that's what's up with Andrade currently. I think that's why they're doing this Angel Garza stuff, just kind of like a placeholder.
Going to be beaten up as possible.
So Ricochet did a tremendous amount to...
If they're building him up, they're doing a funny way of they're taking a funny path at doing it right now, because Ricochet is just getting worked by Luke Gallows. He's got him in a headlock and just wrenching the neck.
Faster and smaller opponent than Lesnar. That in the past has given the piece fits. That could
I mean, you guys know what I'm saying, right? Like in the grand scheme of like a power level, I'd say Brock Lesnar's a few steps above Luke Gallows currently.
To try to wear down Ricochet.
So if you're having trouble with Gallows, I don't think you should even be in the same sentence as Brock Lesnar.
Separation here with Luke Gallows.
Yeah, I always hope that Taker will show up, but I've never seen him live. H, bro. Yeah, dude, I got it to work. I think the sparks, not the sparks. I think the embers, the bits. I think, and the subscriptions on Twitch, I think all those will show up automatically now, so you guys can jump scare me while I'm playing scary games.
Listen, if Ricochet is just
the devil's lettuce.
If Ricochet can just catch Brock Lesnar somehow, some way off guard.
Yeah, I would like to see that right now, Ringmaster.
Next WWE champion.
Consider how that would derail the entire
How cool would it be if Sarah Logan wins the Chamber with the help of Nia Jax?
To the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, but now Ricochet.
Be another one of those weird, team up. We're seeing a lot of those recently. People coming out from the back who have nothing to do with each other, and they're coming out to save each other. Seeing a lot of that recently, so maybe it'll happen. It's actually a pretty good idea, I guess. Sarah Logan could use something. Ricochet going for a fireman's carry on Luke Gallows. Big Luke Gallows, the good brother. Draco, welcome back. Draco came in here and said hi the other day, and then he was just gone. I was like, hi, Draco. And then you were just like, recoil to the face. No way, he can't land that. No way, dude. Too far. Shooting star press? Yeah, I was about to say. Done. You better hope you could put away Gallows. You're about to fight Brock in like 4 days for the title. That made no sense to me. That made absolutely no sense. It's like he wrestled. It's like the match took as long as it should have taken if both members of the OC got involved. If both AJ and Carl Anderson got involved and messed up the match for Ricochet, this is how long it should have taken, even when he had to fight both of them off. There was no interference. It was just straight up Luke Gallows versus Ricochet, and it took him that long to put him down. Some weird building. Your ears were ringing afterwards? Yeah, if that pyro catches you at the wrong time. I remember I went to Smackdown, and oh gosh, which Smackdown was it? Was it Smackdown? No, it was Elimination Chamber. It was Elimination Chamber. And it was, I think Elimination Chamber was the last pay-per-view that had pyro before they just went on that weird long hiatus from using pyro, and I was up top, and this guy was sitting next to me, and he had his daughter with him, and I was like, hey, you guys probably want to be careful. And as soon as the show started, the daughter, she didn't plug her ears, and the pyro went off, and she was crying like it scared her so bad. So yeah, it can really get you. All right, Brock's up next. How weird. What a strange way of doing things. Like I don't necessarily like it when things are predictable, but there are ways to build people up to where they're, you know, to where they look credible, like a credible threat. This was not it. All right, so it's commercial break right now, guys. Ricochet wins though with the shooting star press. It was beautiful. Plus Gallows is a tag wrestler. Exactly. Like, what is the meaning of this? What's the meaning of this? Have you ever had to say that in real life? Like, that's one of those movie lines. You hear it in movies, but you never hear it in real life. What is the meaning of this? Have you ever had to say that? How are Dudley's ears? Wait, Dudley. Hang on, Dudley, come here. Dudley doesn't have ears. You never said you did. I know you never said you did, but I kind of thought you had it. Well, how do you hear stuff? What do you mean none of my business? Dudley, come back here. How do you hear stuff? Dudley's getting an attitude, man. Dudley's getting an attitude. Revolution is this Saturday? How much is it going to be? It better be like $20, dude. If it's anything more than 20, they're not getting a single dime out of me. It better be like $20. They already got like 60 out of me twice, dude. I've paid more for 2 AEW pay-per-views than I pay for the whole year worth of WWE pay-per-views, and they've been wacky, extra wacky. The Dynamite last week was better than any AEW pay-per-view. Period. Better than All Out. Better than Double or Nothing. Better than all of them. Better than Bash at the Beast. Bash at the Beach. Better than the Cruise. Better than all of it. And I didn't pay a single dime for last Wednesday. Wednesday Night Dynamite was better than any pay-per-view that I've paid for AEW-wise. So they better not be reaching deep in my pockets looking for another 60, because that ain't happening. I'll be Captain Jack. I'll be like, Army mateys. I'm watching it. It's just if they get money out of my pocket or not. I don't want to have to sail the unfriendly seas to see it. I want to give them moolah because they deserve it. It's just they don't deserve no 60. His hearing was ringing at Smackdown. Thank you for letting me know, Elijah. It totally slipped, but they'll probably let me know on Wednesday. Gotta head to work. I'll be back after. Dude, Irish, thank you so much for being here. I don't know what's going on with Patreon, but I wouldn't really sweat it too much, man. Don't let it bother you. You know I got your back, and I can wait. I hope work goes well for you, man. Get in my wallet with a crowbar. Yeah, they're gonna have to, man. I'm sorry. I'm like for real. Their pay-per-views have left something to be desired. When the best part of your pay-per-view is somebody mistakenly like biting, like hitting their head on a ramp and getting bloodied or whatever, like that's not good. Best part of your pay-per-view should most of the time be something you plan for. I'm all for like surprise stuff, but goodness gracious, man. You think Revolution is going to be where the Dark Order finally unveil the Grand Inquisitor or whatever his name is? I'm thinking of Star Wars. Watch a little bit of AEW, think it's all right. Would rather have Lucha Underground. The thing is, a lot of the people who were in Lucha Underground are now showing up in AEW, which is a great pickup because they've had awesome wrestlers in Lucha Underground. Uh-oh. AJ and the crew. OC.
Like it. Don't you understand a miracle could happen? A miracle at Super Showdown.
What?
Ricochet, mind you, a miracle could beat Brock Lesnar.
This is how they're going to put him over?
But don't worry.
Aye,
If he
aye, aye.
does, I'll be right behind him to take that title from you and put it with my beautiful, beautiful trophy that I win in the gauntlet match. Guys, WrestleMania, it's right around the corner. And we have to plant our flag at the top of the food chain. We are the Alistair Black.
Alistair Black's just walking around backstage.
Wins a couple matches, thinks he owns the place.
Yeah, comfortable, aren't you?
Maybe he got too familiar too fast.
Feels like you're comfortable.
Huh? Maybe we need to remind him who we are.
Let him know, Uncle.
We're the OC. The official. The original. The only club that matters.
Oh, they jump Alistair Black. Okay, okay. Now this is something I can deal with. They're jumping Alistair. They let them laid out on the hardwood floor. Looks like a basketball court back here. They jumped Alistair Black. The Fallen Angel, yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. He has not been seen for a little while as well. Alistair still finding his way to his feet after the OC leaves.
Listen, Alistair Black is going to have to
Wow,
regroup.
okay.
He's got a matchup against Eric Rowan.
AJ Styles versus Alistair Black. Heck yeah, that would be a great start. Well, a great next feud. I like this feud with Buddy.
Gallows, Anderson, and Styles are ticked off, but that is not
Could have
the
been
way
better,
to
but
Listen, that's an easy
I
target.
like the
Alistair
in-ring
Black,
work
as you
that they
said, getting
did.
ready for his own match,
Had a
and
very
because of their
NXT feel to it.
frustration, The OC figures, oh, let's target Alistair Black and make a statement.
He walked right into their interview, man.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Alistair
Lesnar
Black
is
and
here.
Rowan are the
Brock.
in action.
Lesnar is here. Yes, Brock. Lesnar is here. Yes. All right, business just picked up. Let's blow up this stage, Brock. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hear it. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
Oh, it always looks so weird without the pyro. I love that the pyro's back. When he goes boom and it just blows up. So good. Brock Lesnar is here with his good old friend Paul E. Dangerously. It's F5 time. Yeah, the OC needs to be more serious. I like their little banter between each other, but when they start like being playful with other people, it kind of takes away from it. I think they should be super serious. Like if you're in the club, they're cool with you and they'll joke around and they'll too sweet you and all that. But if you're not in the club, you should just be like nothing to them, you know? Because I like their banter. I like when they joke with each other. I like their chemistry. You can just tell they are real life friends. But they shouldn't be coming out here joking with other people too. It's like, you know, they're not in the club.
He defends his championship against Ricochet. This matchup, Iris, potential to completely upset the road.
You would have been happier to see Goldberg fight Roman at Super Showdown. You would have been happier than Goldberg versus The Fiend? Why? Why? You know Goldberg's not going to wrestle like a long match. Why would that be better to you?
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate for your
The Pyro at the Kiss concert. Stone Cold Austin would be great GM, yeah. Agreed. Agreed, Sushi Gamer. Stone Cold would be a great GM.
You know, for years, people have been trying to come up with all these cutesy-bootsy little catchphrases, trying to brand themselves as WWE superstars, as mainstream celebrities. And here's the point that nobody seems to get. Brock Lesnar doesn't need a catchphrase. The catchphrase regarding Brock Lesnar is
Be
the
GM again.
fact. The fact.
Why can't he be GM again?
Brock
Not a
Lesnar
one-time thing.
Since 2002, every single time he wants to, reigns as
It would, but
your
yeah,
champion.
it would be entertaining. I think the Fiend just needs to get that really good win again, though. A really good dominant win, or shake off crazy damage.
To Suplex City is a rare event. It doesn't happen every night. So when it happens,
Could be
it's
GM again.
special. This Thursday, when Brock Lesnar lays waste to Ricochet, the master of the uppercut. That's right, Ricochet. Brock Lesnar owes you one. Imagine the beating Ricochet gets because Brock Lesnar feels like Brock Lesnar owes him one. So when Brock Lesnar steps into the ring this Thursday at Super Showdown, by the very definition that Brock Lesnar is wrestling, it's special. But this Thursday is a hell of a lot more special than usual because the stakes have never been higher for a Brock Lesnar match. Why, you ask? And it's a damn good question, even for Canadians.
Oh, what? Talking trash over here. Talking that trash.
No. Thou shalt not boo thy advocate. If Ricochet pulls off the miracle of miracles, if Ricochet somehow emerges victorious over Brock Lesnar, if Ricochet becomes the WWE champion, then Ricochet goes on to main event WrestleMania and defend the WWE title against Drew McIntyre. If that happens this Thursday, the consequences are groundbreaking. They are enormous. It will change everything about this year's WrestleMania. If that happens, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. Well, she doesn't, so she's not. So if can go out the window when Brock Lesnar takes Ricochet to Suplex City, F5's Ricochet.
Well, that's a saying.
And Brock Lesnar goes on to WrestleMania.
That was awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's definitely a saying.
I've only been wrong on one spoiler in 7 or 8 years. This is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. At WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar is going to make mincemeat out of Drew McIntyre. Take Drew McIntyre to Suplex City, F5 Drew McIntyre, and be done with Drew McIntyre once and for all. And you will all then realize, then, now, and forever, your reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Heavyweight Champion of the World, Brock Lesnar!
And he just throws the mic. He's like, I'm done.
I don't think there is a soul walking the planet.
Goodness gracious. What a promo. Paul, man. He always kills it. That was a good one. Sushi Gamer, I don't know. I cannot endorse this promo, but I will say that I liked it. I guess that is an endorsement. Is this where Ricochet's gonna fly out of nowhere and I Uh-oh. Brock's going to the announce table. Oh, he's standing on the announce table with the title. Okay, I thought he was going to pick up another announcer and F5 them into ban world like he did to Dio Madden. Or Dio Madden. This dude really got suplexed off TV forever. I mean, not suplexed. He got F5'd off TV forever. Alistair Black is marching backstage, all hurt. Oh boy. That was good stuff. Now they're showing an advertisement for John Cena showing up on Smackdown this week. That Smackdown could be great. Last Smackdown that followed a Super Showdown was a very good Smackdown. Might have been one of the last like really good Smackdowns that I've seen. For some reason, Smackdown's been dropping the ball a lot recently. It's not called the WWE Heavyweight Championship, isn't it? Isn't it? How did he mess up? I thought it was called the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Remember when Brock Lesnar F5'd Michael Cole so hard that Michael Cole's shoe flew off? You honestly think that Drew is gonna Claymore Brock the match is over? Really? Just man, it took 3 curb stomps or something like that at WrestleMania last year. You think it's gonna be that easy? I really hope not. I don't think that would really do wonders for Drew. I think that's a little unbelievable. I'd like to see Drew have kind of a knockdown, drag out fight with Brock to really cement himself as a genuine, beast. I don't want to see that Seth stuff where you just hit him low and then stomp him a few times and just call the match done with. Maybe 2 Claymores. I'd still do more than that. I'd let it be a match that lasts maybe like 8-10 minutes, because it doesn't do anything for Drew. If he just cracks him with 1 move and then it's over, or 2 moves and then it's over, it just kind of looks handed to him. I mean, we're not sitting here really thinking these guys are like killing each other out here, so it kind of shows less investment in Drew if he's not gonna actually take the title from him, if he's just gonna get it because of 1 move hit. Mansoor versus Shinsuke? That would be cool. I guess Alistair Black is coming to the ring and he's about to have a match, but he's all injured because of the jumping. Because of getting jumped by the OC earlier. We shall see. It only takes 1. I don't really like that move being the only takes 1 move. I would much rather it be the Future Shock. I think the DDT looks more devastating. I know they're trying to make me believe that the Claymore is like the truth, but I'd still rather the Future Shock be the finisher there. It looks more devastating to me. He's a guy. How much does he weigh? Like 260, 260. He grabs both of your arms behind your head, and then he jumps on you with his legs around you and smashes your head into the ground with all your weight and all his. And he's jumping too, so it's more than his weight. I think that's way more devastating than a running kick to the head where he lays out and barely hits you with his toes. We'll see though. I'll be right back. Alrighty then. We are live in Winnipeg for Monday Night Raw. Is he gonna get his normal entrance? He's not gonna get his normal entrance, is he? He's just gonna walk out. I want a Little Caesars seat upgrade. Alright, we're timing you out. Don't spam my chat. No reason to start falling on your keyboard. We can see you just fine. Becky Lynch, Raw Women's Champion. What about her? Oh, the Women's Elimination Chamber. Contract signing is tonight. Sarah Logan, Ruby Riott, Asuka, Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, and Natalya. Gosh, out of all these people, I would really like it to be Shayna, but like I said, there could be three members of the Riott Squad are in this match. That's a JBL. He had his cowboy hat get knocked off on the announce table. He's gonna fight Rowan again? Pizza Shock as a finisher, more damaging. Yeah, just looks more presentable to me.
I am telling you now. Now you better find me before I find you.
I don't think I've ever seen Becky Lynch more determined to get her hands.
Mae Young's hand, yes, it's all grown up. It's Eric Rowan.
Between Baszler and Lynch later tonight.
I like Eric Rowan's theme song. Alright, let's get him. Do I have him listed as just Rowan? I think I do. Rowan? Keep rowing, 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 rowing. Yep, there he is. Man, I wish this picture was a better picture of him. I can't make him tall because it like cuts him off almost at the chest. Alright, he brought the cage out here. We still don't know what's in there. I mean, it could be a stack of Olive Garden gift cards. It could be a stack of Olive Garden gift cards, guys. Now that I would definitely stick my hand in there and get like a paper cut or two. Maybe it's some origami figures. And here comes Alistair. He's really gonna lay down on that thing and rise up when he's hurt? I think he is. Mission Impossible for Bex, you think so? Alright, dude, it's 2:20 in the UK. Alright, we'll see you later, Matthew Poole. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Alistair's still limping his way to the ring. He's limping more now than when he's been in like 10-minute matches with Buddy Murphy. The OC must have just really targeted him in the right places. I haven't said it recently, but I really love the stage. The Raw stage, it's so awesome. The way it like curves over, curves up, and the way that the movie displays the whole way, like everywhere. Such a great stage. It looks like a skateboard ramp, but it's a good skateboard ramp. Gets too hurt, it could turn into a hospital stretcher. Oh my goodness. So many better wrestlers than Becky. Yeah, I agree with that. But then again, WWE is not always about the best wrestler. I wish that she'd be able to pull off a little bit better matches, a little bit more exciting matches. All right, here we go.
Black mass strikes.
Alistair Black versus Eric Rowan again. We saw it last week, and it was a pretty good match. Rowan might actually pick up this win here, because it was a toe-to-toe match Last week it looked like Rowan had a definite chance, but now Alistair Black is on some hurt legs, a hurt body. Hornswoggle lives in his beard. Oh my goodness.
Alistair should not be in this match.
You guys are funny.
Want to be on the track when that train comes running through. Look out here.
I don't think Becky's overrated because I don't think anybody really says she's a great wrestler. I think people just like her. I really haven't seen many people who are fans of Becky's wrestling. Like, they're just fans of Becky, which is understandable. She's charismatic. She's got a great gimmick going on. She plays the part very well. She's been in some cool storylines. There's no reason to, like, dislike her. So people like her. It's just when people say they like Becky, they're never like, oh, she's a great wrestler. I love watching her matches. Because they're just are better women's wrestlers on the roster. She's one of the ones who could definitely utilize a little bit more training or diversifying her moveset a little bit. It's not the most exciting matches.
This is a valuable time right now for Alistair Black to try to catch
really, everybody I've met, everybody online who said they like Becky just likes Becky. Nothing wrong with that.
Into the timekeeper's area.
You love Becky the most. See, that's cool. All right, Jesse, we got to see you later. Thank you very much for spamming the chat again. I timed you out, but you keep on doing it. You might want to fix your keyboard or something. It looks like your keyboard's giving you problems. Rowan is just taking apart Alistair Black. Oh, and now they're showing me some John Wick. Well, this is a good evening so far. Monday Night Raw. We got Alistair Black out here. We got Rowan out here, and now we got John Wick. It's a good movie. I like her accent. Exactly. Like, people just like Becky. Like, I don't ever hear people like, Becky, I love her. She's the best wrestler. I love watching her matches. I love her her smoothness in the ring, her transitions between moves, her in-ring acumen. You could tell she's a general. She's calling the shots out there. Like, you never hear any of this stuff. When people talk about her, they just like her, which is fine. It's fine, man. I'm glad you like her, but there's just, when people say that there are better wrestlers on the roster, that's definitely for sure. There's an ad. Skip it. cannot skip ads in real life, man. Only on YouTube and stuff. That's just the way it is, man. There's always going to be somebody better, right? It doesn't mean she's bad. I don't think she's a bad wrestler by any means. There just are better. But then again, it's like I said, WWE is not always about who the best wrestler is. Sometimes it's about, who's the most over, who's selling the most merchandise, whose gimmick is hitting with the fans, who gets the okay by legends and stuff. I mean, she's definitely got all the rest of that stuff. Like I said, she doesn't suck. And don't say she sucks, because she's better than probably 90% of women wrestlers out there. She's still a good wrestler. She does not suck. Nobody sucks out here. These guys are professional athletes. They're touring the country. They're doing like 200 and something shows a year. There's no way that you could suck at your job and still be employed for this long. She used to actually wrestle better. It seems like the main roster is kind of, they don't want her doing too much because they know she's going to be the figurehead, which is what happens. Once they put you into that spot where you're the face, you're on the trucks and everything, and you're the champion, they want you doing less and less. That way they can put you in front of the crowd more and more without hope of you, or not a hope, but without the possibility of you getting injured, so that they can utilize you more and more and more. If they have you going out there wrestling 5-star classics, then you're going to see Becky Lynch once this year, and then she's going to get injured. That's the problem with Johnny Gargano and a lot of these people in NXT is, yeah, you'll get a great 5-star match, and then you won't see the guy for 3-4 months. Main roster, they don't do that. They're just like, dude, forget the 5-star matches. Just go out there, just wrestle a match, get it done with, and we'll see you tomorrow for the live show that we have that's not even televised. John Wick loves Shayna. John Wick's a pretty smart guy.
OC in the locker room
All right,
area.
back from commercial break.
I respect Black trying
Candice
to
LeRae is pretty good too. She's another one though. She's seems like she's having a troublesome time with the WWE style of wrestling or something. She doesn't seem as smooth as what I've seen of her in the Indies. She's getting better though. She's getting better with the WWE style of wrestling. Dryan Wall, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream, Dryan Wall. I can't wait to see what they have planned for Sheamus. Yeah, dude. They got to stop with the Gable stuff. Hopefully there's something else going on with him soon. I would absolutely love if Sheamus was utilized a little bit more in the less repetitive match type, or not match type, but less repetitive feuds. It's not like he's losing or anything, he's just winning. Uh-oh, roll up. Alistair Black. Ooh. Becky won WrestleMania though, she did. She did win at WrestleMania. Like I said, she's good, but they're definitely better wrestlers. But it's not always just about that. See you later.
Best opportunity for Alistair Black. We'll try to turn this match around.
Joseph Lowe, oh my goodness.
Alistair Black is hurting, but he continues to fire off.
How many is that? 10,000?
Knee right to the jaw.
Knee strike by Black.
10,000 sparks. Joseph Lowe, thank you so much, man. Joseph Titolosif, sparking it up.
Disappointment and the frustration on the face of Alistair Black.
I just don't think Alistair Black has the strength.
Sheamus hasn't held a WWE championship for 5 years. Wow. Yeah, but he's been having injury issues too, man.
Up to this point, it's still in this match.
It's impressive.
It has Rowan reeling.
Alistair Black.
Wait a minute.
Looking for the black mass? No. Rowan grabs the foot. Smart stuff.
Big smile says, I don't think so. Went for the iron claw.
Whoa, look at that. Vertical suplex. Ooh, jackhammer. Oh. Rowan just hit a jackhammer on Alistair Black, but Alistair Black kicks out.
Rowan can't believe Alistair Black keeps finding a way to hang on.
Stay focused.
This Thursday, guys. Yep, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. noon Eastern time is Super Showdown, guys. It'll be live right here. Come hang with us.
Considering he's got some internal injuries and he's fighting through right now. He's grabbing at his midsection.
It's difficult. It's bordering on impossible.
Now Rowan dumping Black to the outside.
Flat down on his face on the floor.
Goodness gracious. I don't know how Alistair's still kicking out.
Oh, and now Rowan spine to the edge of the barricade. Now Rowan sending Black again into the barricade.
Alistair Black getting his whole body taken apart by Rowan. Rowan's got to stay on him though.
What is Rowan doing?
Rowan's just rolling around in the ring now. What was that about?
Rowan is figuring this is my best shot. I got him exactly where I wanted. And here I come.
Oh! Wait a minute. Alistair Black moved out of the way, and Rowan just ran face first into the steel steps, and the cage flipped over off the steel steps. It's on the floor now. Uh-oh.
But still trying to get back up to his feet. Rolls back inside the ring before the count of 10. Down to 6, now Rowan. Rowan stumbling right behind him.
Oh my goodness.
Dragging Black back to the outside.
He doesn't care about the cage. Rowan is just staying on Alistair Black on the outside. Might be a double count out.
Contact to the pen. The cage is furious.
Oh yeah, Rowan's a great wrestler. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Rowan on the outside looking for a power bomb into the ring post. Power bomb into the ring post. Oh, Alistair Black, dude.
Yeah, good night, Alistair Black.
What are you talking about?
The sick, sadistic Eric Rowan with a power bomb into the post. Looks like Rowan is going to.
All right, Rowan's going to check on the cage.
Whatever's in it.
He picks it up, puts it onto the ring steps. 7 count.
Count of 8. Count of 8. Count of 9.
All right, Rowan is back in the. Oh goodness, Black Mass.
He's in.
Out of nowhere.
Just about out. Just about out, King.
Alistair doing a little dance. And another Black Mass. Wow. Alistair still stays kind of undefeated. I guess kind of like this era of him is undefeated. 2 Black Masses takes down Rowan. Distracted by the cage, yes. And then he gets into the ring at the count of 9 and just runs straight into a Black Mass. Man, black chin music. Black chin music. My goodness. In the cage, is Otis dreams of Mandy. Oh, that's sad. That's sad, dude. It's really sad. It's really sad, man. Alistair Black wins with 2 Black Masses. It takes that much to keep Rowan down. Dude, I really wonder what's in this cage. You think it's been long enough? Some heels will look at the cage. Smart move. He did look at the cage. He just he took his time to look at it, and once he did, it was curtains. Oh, now they're interviewing Alistair Black on the ramp.
Rage, Sarah. Unbridled rage. And next week, my rage will be AJ Styles' burden.
Oh.
In case anyone thinks that I'm being too dark and too cryptic, let me make it clear. Next week, Monday Night Raw, AJ Styles, we fight!
Alistair Black does not miss words. Can you believe that? Can we see?
Very nice. Somehow, I don't think that's going to turn out to be very much. I think that the OC will get involved and mess up the match, and then maybe that's what's up for AJ at WrestleMania. Maybe that's what's up for him. Up next is Drew McIntyre coming out. Oh, he's backstage just talking with somebody. Yep, Drew McIntyre is backstage with his leather jacket on. Brock Lesnar is still in the building, most likely, so this could turn into something horrible. And by horrible, I mean awesome. What a fun episode of Raw this has been so far. I can't wait for this contract signing. This contract signing is really going to help me to be more in tune with this whole Elimination Chamber thing. Right now it seems very far off, even though it's not. It's okay, Sean. It's okay. It's just sad. So sad. Joseph Lowe got his name on the desk. Thank you very much, Joseph Lowe. By the way, guys, if you have not already thought about donating, please help us out. Help us reach the daily goal. The more that this fills up, the easier it's going to be for me to continue streaming for you guys. So consider doing it. Also, if you have any sparks, or if you could subscribe on Twitch, those things are also very, very helpful in keeping the stream alive and well. Keeping the internet bill paid, keeping the electricity paid, keeping me able to pay for all the things that go along with doing a stream. So if you guys can hook it up, I'm going to continue hooking you guys up. Alistair Black should get the Undertaker streak. He's got a little bit of a streak going, that's for sure. I don't know if anybody's beaten that. If Alistair Black versus AJ is going to be the WrestleMania match for AJ, then I like Alistair a lot, and I know it's going to probably make some people upset, but AJ's WrestleMania his WrestleMania appearances have not been that great. He's wrestled some good matches, but I really wish for him to get some sort of like incredible feud versus some sort of a returning superstar or just some super top-notch talent that's already within the WWE. It's just Alistair Black is great and everything, but you know what I mean. It's like AJ needs that WrestleMania moment, man. He needs that for his career in WWE, because he's not going to be around forever, man. I'd say he's got what do you guys think? 3 more Manias, 4 more Manias before he's going to start thinking about hanging it up and just coming back for legend type spots and things like that. I think they got to get it out of the way while he can still do everything. What about the one with Shinsuke? That was probably his worst match. His match with Shane was even better than that. The Shinsuke match was the most disappointing AJ match of any Mania he's been involved in. That was the match that really started Shinsuke down the road he's on right now of just being just in the wings somewhere off, not really being as big as he should be, and that's also where AJ has kind of got himself relegated to this weird spot he's at now as well. That Shinsuke match was the absolute pits of AJ's WrestleMania career. He needs something. It was supposed to be epic, but they didn't let them do anything. It was one of the most underwhelming matches, and not because I expected it to be a 5-star classic, but just because of just the feeling, just how they had us hanging on it. Remember when AJ looked through the ladder and he saw Shinsuke? I think it was the Money in the Bank match, and he looked through the ladder, and the crowd was like, "Oh!" And then they just pushed the ladder aside, and they were just staring at each other. That moment was like, dude, yes. And then at Mania, it was like, dude, no. Brock versus Shinsuke. They'd have to do some building for Shinsuke. He definitely needs to get built up. I think AJ needs something big, man. He needs a WrestleMania moment, and fighting Alistair will be great. It'll be a good match, but it's not quite what AJ Styles needs to really have a moment. All right, we're back.
Roman sending out his congrats to his crown jewel opponent. Yeah, Tyson Fury. Nope. AJ Styles versus Sting. That would be great. Something like that. AJ versus Shawn Michaels. AJ versus Stone Cold. He needs that spot, man. That actual WrestleMania moment. So far, it's been AJ versus Shane McMahon. AJ versus. Did he fight Kevin Owens? I fought Kevin Owens a couple times, but I'm not sure it was Mania. Just nothing stands out really.
The WWE Championship.
All right, Drew Mac.
At WrestleMania.
Sounds crazy every time I hear it, but if you feel the need to keep saying it throughout the interview, that's just fine with me.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right,
Earlier
Drew
this
Mac
season, we heard Brock Lesnar
and
his
Charlie.
advocate Paul Heyman expressed supreme confidence that Brock will be successful in his title defense against Ricochet this Thursday at Super Showdown.
It'd be a good match, yeah, but
so,
that's my point.
who would you rather face
that's
at
not a
WrestleMania?
moment, though. Do I like Abyss? He's all right.
It's absolutely irrelevant to me.
Legendary to me.
As I am main event in WrestleMania, I'm fighting for the WWE title. This has been 19 long years, and quite frankly, something that was promised to me a long time ago.
He's a legendary wrestler.
Never materialized is now a reality.
You say never materialized. Expand on that.
Ooh, expand. Okay, well, story time then. Let's go back 13 years ago. I debuted with WWE. I was 21 years old at the time. And
story time with Drew.
Himself
How old is AJ? I don't know.
The future
Probably like
of the company.
40.
Actually said, this gentleman is going to be a future world champion. Guess how many titles I've won since then? How many world titles? Yeah, big 0. As hard as it is to admit.
Lie, you were
there's only
NXT
one
champion.
person I can blame for that. And that's me. I look back and I lost passion at the time for WWE. I was in my own head. I was a liability, quite frankly, at times, and inevitably, I got fired. Deservedly so.
Did you think you would ever return to WWE?
AJ's 42. Oh,
No.
see, that's what I'm talking about,
But
man.
during that period,
He
where I
needs
was
a
fired
moment.
initially, I've not said this much publicly. I was very
This has a
angry.
banger of a theme song.
I was very bitter, and I carried a very big chip on my shoulder, and I was fueled by that anger. Eventually, when things were going pretty well, I was able to look myself in the mirror
Drui Mac.
and say, there's only one person I can blame. It's that guy in the mirror. And that big chip come off my shoulder, and it was that day I realized I have to get back to WWE, because in the end, I'll be damned if the world's going to remember Drew McIntyre as an idiot playing air guitar.
Well, your hiatus lasted nearly 3 years. When you came back, it was not to Raw.
Nope.
It wasn't to Smackdown, but to NXT.
Damn right.
How'd you feel about that?
It's exactly what I wanted to do. I spoke to Triple H on the phone. He's always looked out for me, been a mentor, been keeping tabs on me, and we had the exact same thought. I was coming to NXT not just for the benefit of my career, but that's somewhere I could be a leader.
Well, you were very successful in NXT, even NXT champion. And we fast forward to April of 2018. You were back on Monday Night Raw.
So it was.
What did that feel like?
Oh, bloody great. It was very cool when I showed up, and people remembered who I was for one. But it was 4 years to the day since I'd been released. And to come back to Raw after leaving a boy. So that's what I was. I went from my parents' house to growing up in WWE to be out on my own. I was a boy, and I returned a man. And now I was showing the world, what happens if you work really hard. And I've always tried to put that out there, not just for people in our industry, but any walk of life. If you've got a dream, you can do it. If you just put your head down, you're accountable, and you bust your butt, give 110% every time. Not just me saying it to say it, I'm living proof of it.
Well, now, nearly 2 years back into your return, just last month, the Men's Royal Rumble match, you heard Destiny calling your name once again.
Yes, it was
You
loud.
saw Brock Lesnar tearing through each and every competitor, knowing your entry into that match was coming right up. So what was going through your mind in those few moments?
It's very, very clear in my head, thinking what was going through my mind. I have to eliminate Brock Lesnar. I have to win the Royal Rumble. My entire career, since I was 15 years old, all I've heard is potential, potential, potential. It's the one thing that was always attached to me. You can't live on potential forever. I got to WWE, this guy's the future. When I was 21, 22, 23, I returned to Raw.
Crowd's going crazy for
31
some
years
reason.
old. This guy's the future. I was concerned one day they were just going to say Drew's the past. I never had a chance to be the present. But this was my chance. Brock was on the rampage. He's a measuring stick of this industry. I walked down to that ring with purpose. I claymored him in his face, knocked his teeth down his throat, knocked him
That
out.
was so perfect.
I eliminated Brock Lesnar, and I could tell the look in his eyes.
That was so well done.
I wasn't like everybody
Brock
else.
did such a good job of taking that too.
Well, when it comes down to it, I don't care who I fight at WrestleMania. It can be Brock, it can be Ricochet, it can be literally anybody. As long as I'm in that main event, I'm fighting for the WWE title, and finally, Drew McIntyre fulfills his destiny.
Yes.
I feel good.
We just learned, it's been an incredible struggle for Drew McIntyre, but the reward, the possible reward at WrestleMania, can make it all worth it.
13 years struggle ever since his debut here in WWE.
Winnipeg!
Uh-oh. R-Trizzle? Oh, that's why they were going crazy. That's why they were going crazy. Because he walked out there. I was wondering, if he was just in the middle of a sentence and the crowd started going crazy. Nice.
Wait for this. The winter
Truth
premiere.
TV.
My goodness.
Okay, here comes. Please welcome my guest.
The big dog. Oh my goodness. Yo, thank you for clicking subscribe.
Bobby Lashley and Lana.
All right.
Alamin Mrida? Alamin. Oh yeah, Bobby Lashley and Lana. Our Truth TV. Truth TV is on the air, guys. And here comes Lana and Lashley. Uncle Bob Lash. Uncle Bob, man. What's he here for? What's he here for? He's gonna fight our Truth? I don't know. But Uncle Bob Lash is here. That's post show. Alamin, thank you very much for clicking subscribe, by the way. All right. Commercial time. Yeah, that was a pretty good interview. Nanny Lana, that's her name, Nanny Lana. I'm really sick of Bobby Lashley and Lana. That's what they hope for, man. They're supposed to be a grating, supposed to be a grating act, you know? Supposed to get on your nerves. Oh my goodness, Ringmaster. Yeah, definitely some good stuff happening on Raw tonight. It's had some highs and lows, but overall, pretty entertaining Raw so far. If you guys have not already left a thumbs up on the YouTube video, please leave a thumbs up, guys. It is very helpful to the well, at least YouTube tells me it's very helpful for the overall searchability, findability of my channel and my videos. So if you guys have not already done that, please do. And everybody who has already done that, thank you so much. Looks like almost everybody in here has left a thumbs up so far. That is awesome, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, if you have not already retweeted the tweet or favorited the tweet, please spread the word, guys. If you have a Twitter, couldn't hurt to let people know where you're hanging out tonight. Maybe some people that you know will come in here and start watching wrestling along with us. Start having a cool hangout with some of your Twitter followers. I would appreciate that as well. And thank you guys for all the sparks. Embers are also something that can be given on Mixer. So if you have not already checked that out, checked out that ability, please check it out, guys. Embers are possible. So are bits, donations, and subscriptions on Twitch. And if you don't know, now you know. This has been a gritty commercial break. Brought to you by me. Big Rud, what is up, man? Yeah, I like that interview. That was pretty to the point. Showed some of the lighter side, but also the ideas that drove Drew to come back. I really like that. The big dog? Snipes? Oh me, oh my. Snipes. Did you make a new YouTube account or something? Thank you for subscribing, man. The big dog. We are at the mercy of comms, aka the commercial. Remember when Roman Reigns was trolling Stephanie McMahon and she was like, "Don't you turn your back on me?" Yeah, I do remember that. That was right around the time that they were just trying so hard with Roman. I hope they see now that the harder they try, the harder they make it for themselves. I hope they're seeing now how Roman is getting cheered, and it's like the easiest thing in the world. All you have to do is just put him out there, let him fight. Don't overexpose him. Don't throw him in the main event every single day, and we'll pretty much be all right with him. I don't think Roman was ever the problem with Roman. I think it was just the management's infatuation with putting him in front of us at all times, sometimes twice or three times a night. It just becomes too much. All right. They're talking about Super Showdown. Oh, no. R-Truth. Oh, okay. All right. Bobby Lashley is not having a match right now.
Okay.
He's actually talking to R-Truth.
Winnipeg, what's up? I'm telling you what's up. Ever since I heard about this interview, hey, I got so many questions that I want to ask y'all. I've been working on all weekend.
Okay, Truth, we're not here for your stupid talk show.
Oh.
That's not cool.
You have a scheduled match with my Bobby.
Oh, really? It is a match.
Oh, look at him.
Oh, boy.
Buried, right? but Rusev was buried when he lost.
Okay. My bad. Thing is, Lashley is really
really big.
That's true.
I'd rather ask him questions versus having a match with him. Like Bobby. Have you seen Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
Yes. Have you seen Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Yeah, what happened to Raw being presented by Sonic the Hedgehog?
Alana just ruined this winter premiere.
Can I get undressed?
Have you seen Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Lana's a two-timer. That's what they're telling us.
In such a rotten mood. Byron, when was the last time Lashley and Lana really seemed like they were in a good mood? That's a very good point.
Uh-oh, wow.
Oh, and now driven into
Bobby Lashley with just devastation flatliners. R-Truth face first into the mat. Bobby Lashley just easily taking care of R-Truth so far. Looking like babysitting.
What Lana would do with that trophy.
Have you seen Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Yeah, R-Truth just got thrown out of the ring by Bob. Now Bobby Lashley's chasing him outside the ring.
Smart move by Truth.
Truth rolled back in. Oh, blocks the incoming punch and then retaliates with his own right hand. R-Truth starting to light up the jaw of Uncle Bob. Wearing some Jordans. Uh-oh, wait a minute. He hit him with the John Cena takedown.
John Cena's back on Smackdown on Friday, by the way, on Fox.
Oh, my goodness.
That could have been time. Little
Five-knuckle shuffle. Yes, R-Truth.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Oh, he's got him up. Wait a minute. He was going for the attitude adjustment. No, Uncle Bob got out of it. I was getting hype. Oh, my God. Upside down, inside out spear by Bobby Lashley. Holy moly. This is done for. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, I love how Bobby's been delivering these. I'll call him Bobby for that spear just once, twice. I love how Uncle Bob's been delivering these spears, man. He is just laying people out. He's doing the front flip with it. So perfect. Now that's a spear. That's what I'm talking about. He's been hanging out with Goldberg or something. He's been hanging out with somebody. Somebody told him to up the spear intensity. They were like, dude, you're doing kind of like a 4.5. Can you pump it up to like a 8.3 at least? He's like, I guess. Good spear, good night. R-Truth takes a loss. I don't think he really cares though. He didn't want to fight him in the first place. Who else thinks Bob Backlund should make a comeback? What? Oh man. Maybe if he brings what was that guy's name? Darren Young. Brings Darren Young with him. Alright, now they're talking about Becky Lynch.
Everything is
and Shayna Baszler.
Perfectly for me to be the one that takes your title at WrestleMania. I'm a cage fighter. The Elimination Chamber match is held in a cage. I'm going to chew through every other competitor in that cage. You know better than anyone that I'm willing to do that.
That was a good match. Match over.
I didn't plan to do that. I just did it. But imagine the things that I do have planned.
Oh, and also you guys can become members here on YouTube. Oh. All right, Asuka. Oh yeah, it's the contract signing. All right, so let's leave Shayna Baszler right there. Let's get Asuka. That little homage that R-Truth paid to John Cena made me excited to see John Cena this Friday. All right, Asuka's here. Yeah, you guys can become members here on YouTube as well if you want these emotes that I have and you want the badge next to your name And it makes your name a different color in the chat as well, so you stand out from other chatters. I think it's member. Is that what it is? Is it member? Is it sponsor? Shayna sounds like a well-educated Harvard grad. Hey man, she's educated in what it takes to be good in this business. There it is. Okay, cool. Is that right? Work? Yeah, it works on mobile as well, guys. See, if you click on that link, it'll bring you to this screen that says "Join this channel." Join this channel. It's got a join button that shows you the badges you can earn, and it shows you all the emotes that you unlock as well. And it also gives you more points in the chat. The 3D YouTube XP gives you, I think, 1,000. I think it gives you 1,000 points, and you get an on-screen hype notification that shows up. It's actually I put it together. I customized it. It's got its own music and its own animation, wrestling themed. So that is a possibility as well. Gotta let you guys know what's possible. Some people don't know about these things. Some people don't know about the join button. It's glorious. It's a glorious button. Robert Roode told me it was glorious. He might have been talking about himself, but pretty sure he was talking about the join button. I think. Next time I see him, I'll ask him, but I'm pretty sure he was talking about my join button. We'll find out. It's commercial break right now. They just let Asuka come out here, and then they jump to commercial break real quick. So we're going to try that ourselves. Yep, Uncle Bob Lash, man. Uncle Bob Lash has been cleaning house recently. He's been pulling off some wins. He lost in that match with Ricochet and Seth to be the one to fight Brock Lesnar at the Saudi Arabian show at Super Showdown. I really would have loved if he would have won that. I really want to see Brock versus Bobby Lashley while Brock is still around. Because who knows when Brock's just going to be like, whatever, I have enough money, I'm done. He seems like the type of dude who might do that. Who might just pack it up after a while and be like, I'm cool, I'm just going to go to my ranch and just hunt stuff all day now. No need to toss people around. This Experian ad had nobody in it. What? Is that true? Honey Badger Asuka. Shayna's a vampire. You know, she might. You love Shadow? Dude, I hope that they are already writing a sequel to that Sonic movie. That Sonic movie was fresh. That Sonic movie was the way video game movies should be. They made it make sense. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody if you haven't seen it yet, but they made it make sense. They fit it into the game world to where you immediately understood what was going on, so that the movie was like you were playing the game, but it's just stuff that you didn't know was happening during you playing the game. So awesome. The movie was great. Very great. One of my favorite video game movies. I don't know if it's the best video game movie. I still have this like gigantic spot in my heart for the original Mortal Kombat movie. That was a great video game movie, and I also think maybe Tomb Raider. I don't know. I gotta mention Tomb Raider. What else is a good one? Silent Hill. Silent Hill is a very good video game movie as well. What do you guys think is the best video game movie? Korumaru, welcome back, dude. Next week, Alistair Black versus AJ Styles in Brooklyn. Maybe they'll have a street fight. And next week, Rey Mysterio and Humberto Carrillo versus Andrade and Angel Garza. All right, so I guess Andrade is going to be off of suspension next week. Got a weird picture of Lena Vega that doesn't really look like her. Looks like somebody else. All right. Oh, they got everybody out here. Oh, except for Natalya and Shayna. All right, except for Natalya and Shayna. So they let all of the Riot Squad come out during the commercial break. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's get Liv. Liv to the Morgan. I need a new picture of her. I keep saying that, but I never do it. Liv Morgan, Ruby Riot. Ruby's hiding. Ruby, get out of there. There you go. Sarah Logan. Sarah, you're hiding too? There you go.
For the women's elimination chamber match, where the winner gets a chance to face Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Now, this is absolutely a life-changing opportunity for whoever wins this match. That's what goes. Uh-oh.
They cut his mic. Oh no. Asuka grabs the mic. We don't care. We don't care. Fried chicken and donut sandwich from KFC. Yeah, I saw that. I want to eat that. Larry says Mortal Kombat, yeah. Do you think they're going to let wrestler have creative freedom on the mic like Stone Cold and Rock was? Only if they're like Stone Cold and The Rock. Not just going to hand it to anybody. Resident Evil? Maybe the first one. But that had very little to do with the actual game, though. But yeah, I'll give you that one. I don't think Shayna's out here.
I think I understand what you're saying. You're right, it is customary to have everyone involved in the contract signing to be here to sign the contract. But I understand that Shayna Baszler was in the arena, but either she's running late, I'm sorry, I don't know, she's running late, or either she's a no-show. But one way or the other.
Yeah, see, she's not out here.
Sorry, one way or the other, we're going to go ahead and get this thing
Give me a lumbar check.
If we can.
Resident Evil 3?
We're going to start with you, okay?
Aye, man. I don't know if I can agree with you on that, but I'm glad you liked it. I liked it, but I just don't think that those movies have really much to do with the game itself. I'd just call it a good zombie sci-fi movie. I wouldn't call it a video game movie.
Canada's own Natalia.
Shayna's coming with a honey badger. All right, they're all taking time to sign the contract right now. They handed it to Natalia. No, I didn't, Kelly. No, I did not.
Sign the contract if you would.
No, I did not.
Liv Morgan.
All right, Liv has signed the contract.
Ruby Riot.
Uh-oh. She's bringing the contract over to Ruby. Oh, and slaps it down onto the...
His former tag team partner, former best friend. Ruby was the leader of the Riot.
Slaps it down onto the table.
Ceremoniously attacked Liv Morgan.
Chase with the rock hand.
Hey, look, please, Sarah. I understand we have some personal issues. We have
Chase
two
knows.
referees
I
here
see
at
you, Chase.
ringside to keep everything under
Thank you,
control.
man.
So if we could, let's keep everything under control. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know.
Asuka?
A contract signing for a #1 contenders match.
Sign the...
Gotta wonder where Sarah Logan lies in this situation between Ruby Riot and Liv Morgan, former member of the Riot Squad herself. But wait, hold on, Tom.
Oh, okay. All right. Shayna's music has hit. Is she here? Is she actually here? Or is she going to come out and bite everybody? She's going to appear from under the ring. I don't see her. I don't see her. Oh, she's coming through the crowd. Nice. Shayna's coming through the crowd. She is here. got her leather jacket on. Hops the barricade. Taking her sweet time to get into the ring. The honey badger through the crowd. You like Liv's new look. Yeah, it looks a little less just kind of weird.
Shayna, everyone is signed. You're the last.
A little bit more believable, I'd say.
Cage fighter and mixed martial arts background for Baszler.
All right, Shayna's got the. She got the pin and she signed it. She's walking around with the contract right now.
Baszler staring every last minute down as she will step inside the chamber.
Ooh, the stare down between Natalya and Shayna Baszler.
Contract is signed. Ladies, you're on your own.
Natalya and Shayna know very.
Yeah, I like Shayna a lot. Oh, wait a minute. Dang. Asuka just pushes down Natalya and she's straight up in the face of Shayna. Oh, she said, bite me.
I think Shayna understood that.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't think she needs the translator for that. Natalya turns around Asuka, destroys her with a bunch of right hands. And it is breaking down. Now it has broken loose. And Shayna just steps back. She doesn't want any part of it. Wow. Shayna's like, hey, I'm cool. You guys fight all you want. Shayna's the female Dean Ambrose. I kind of got that feeling when she was going through the crowd.
Struggling to keep Asuka and Natalya apart.
Let them fight. Let them fight.
He's the only one standing in the ring. Oh, wait a minute. He's about to get a whole lot more.
Here comes Becky. What's Becky going to do? Becky just walks out on the stage. Does she still have those glasses on? She does. She's got the Thug Life glasses. Oh, she threw them off. All right, thank you. She's got her Kill Bill outfit on. She's making her way down to the ring. She left her belt behind on the ramp. And she hops in. Double leg takedown on Shayna. Ooh. And now a double leg takedown by Shayna. Very impressive double leg takedown. Actually held her there for a second, turned her over, and splattered her on the mat. Becky Lynch getting involved. She's a superstar now. Yes, I am. We're watching live, man. Ooh. All right. People are trying to separate these two, but this is going to be difficult. They got 4 people on. 4 people on each of them, and they go to commercial. They should have let them fight. Just get to it, you know? That was a pretty good segment right there. I like that contract signing. Just good old-fashioned, you know? Good old-fashioned contract signing. Everybody seems like they're there just to get it done, and then for one reason or another, it doesn't quite turn out with just a normal, perfectly flat piece of paper at the end. Normally, the piece of paper has some crinkles to it, some bent corners, sometimes a little bit of blood, sometimes some holes burnt in it. Normally, it just doesn't turn out to be in the exact same shape as the contract entered the ring. And now we're at commercial, and they're telling me that I can get a slice, I can get a piece of chicken from KFC with 2 donuts on it. And it's a donut chicken sandwich, and I want it. I want it. Shades of Arn Anderson. Yeah, that was a great double leg takedown. It was very spine buster-esque, yes. I like it. Why does security always have to ruin the brawls? I know, like, security doesn't get involved in the right amount of time to save certain people, but then they don't get involved quick enough. They take their sweet time getting out here when somebody like Randy Orton is like bashing someone's head in with a steel chair, but then they're right on top of it as soon as something actually exciting happens between superstars and a brawl breaks out that could actually be something fun to watch. Not that it's not fun to watch Randy bashing people, but you know what I mean. I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot. It was kind of a spine buster. I would say it was more like a double leg takedown, just with a little twist. Normally with a spine buster, you straighten up and then put them down. But it might have been supposed to be a spine buster, and maybe Becky just didn't turn in time. A lot of stuff could have happened. Looked more like a double leg takedown to me than a spine buster. Normally, I like to see a little bit of height on it, you know, a little bit of jump, a little bit of oomph behind it, and some straight up and down, then take them down. I didn't see that there. It was more like a lift and like turn her over. So I went with the double leg takedown commentary on it, but maybe it was supposed to be one. Bacon maple cupcake? Dude, you should be all over that. That sounds great. That sounds awesome. Why can't you see it? Because there's copyright laws, and I like my YouTube channel. I like having one. There you go. Can't tell someone couldn't have gone out and stopped Randy. Yeah, exactly. But they were just like, hey, they were probably just mesmerized, or they didn't want a piece. They didn't want to get caught. I'm going to say that some of that was probably just fear. They were like, nah, I'm going to stay back here and pretend I don't see this TV that I'm staring at right now. It is commercial break. We're at commercial break right now, guys. Pretty good contract signing. I don't know what they have for the rest of this. We still haven't seen Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. That's supposed to happen tonight. And what else is there? I don't know what else there could be. So we might get a pretty dang good match of Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens tonight. Now they're talking about the Hall of Fame. The Bella Twins being inducted.
To the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2020.
Randy can destroy them in seconds painfully. That's true. A YouTube ad? Hey, it worked. It worked, Kelly? Well, I'm excited to hear that. For the past couple times that I've done these hangouts, people have told me that they aren't seeing ads when I try to play them. So I'm very happy to hear that. So Batista, the Bella Twins, and the NWO are the inductees thus far. Hopefully they have a couple more. Oh yeah, and this weird, I don't know, is it a tag match? Street Profits versus Seth Rollins' crew. What is it? What kind of match is it?
They are the Street Profits, and this Thursday at the Super...
Oh yeah, okay, so they're fighting for the title at Super Showdown. Oh, they're going into the crowd. I don't know what you mean by deserve, Ringmaster. There are people who have done way less for wrestling who are already in the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is just a little institution. Eventually, everybody should, not everybody, but eventually, most people who have made some sort of impact in wrestling or lasting impression will be in there. You just got to deal with it, man. Saying stuff like that is just going to make people mad. That word deserve is just a pointless word to use when it comes to wrestling. There are people who've spent half the time the Bellas have, who are in the Hall of Fame already, and done half the things that they've done. They're definitely worthy in one way or another. Done a lot for the women's division. They've done a lot for the just the overall visibility of the WWE outside of the ring. Radio, Radio's lighting it up over here. 30,000. So far, people haven't used any of the sparks that I actually made a thing for. People are gonna find them eventually. Radio, thank you very much, man. 30,000, and then 5,000 on top of that. Goodness gracious, Radio, thank you.
Thursday, now we have a WWE Raw Tag Team
AEW. Yep, I do everything, man. I do everything.
Super Showdown.
I don't know about NWA tomorrow. I might not do it, but we shall see.
The Monday Night Pariah.
2,000. Not 2,000 either. It's 50, 60, 80, and 40, I think. 50, 60, 80, and 40. 40, 50, 60, and 80,000. 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, and 80,000.
Because the WWE Super Showdown this Thursday is all about the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships when your Street Profits finally get crowned your WWE Raw Tag Team Champion.
Jeez, man. Montez getting too hype. Ay.
Because every day you wake up, every day you breathe, live, and every single second, there's only 4 words that matter in all of the prophets' lives. And that is, we want the smoke.
Come on, King, say it. We want the smoke.
I will not say it.
All right, man. What is this match type? Does anybody know? It had all 4 of them on the screen, but it said accompanying to the ring, so it looks like it's going to be some sort of one-on-one. Some sort of one-on-one match where the other guy is allowed to do something. What kind of match is this? He definitely wanted the smoke there. I don't know if the smoke was infused with Red Bull, infused with some sort of adrenaline infusion in the smoke. Something in the smoke. Buddy Murphy. All right, so I guess Buddy's going to be the guy who fights here. I don't know what type of match this is. We want the scope. Oh no. Oh no. Radio, thank you so much for all the sparks, dude. How you doing today? How's things going on the International Space Station, where Radio is watching from? Monday Night Messiah shirt. Yeah, those are cool. I do like it. It's a pretty dang cool shirt. He's had some alright gimmicks recently. I love this jacket. I want the jacket more than anything. More than the shirt. Had me in the scope, but he grazed me. Sounds like the Fortnite stuff that I've been going through. Okay, so it's Buddy Murphy versus Angelo Dawkins.
Now Murphy and Dawkins have known each other a long time, but this first time ever here.
I don't know what kind of match
Oh,
this is.
And down goes Murphy.
I guess they're going to be at ringside?
Oh, all the way down starting at the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Also NXT.
Now, well before that, dating back to Tampa when it comes
I don't know, man. You got me. This looks like a regular one-on-one, but it's got Seth and Montez at ringside. I don't know why they showed them.
Splashing down on Murphy.
These two have been inseparable for the last 4 years.
You've had 11 of them in your life? Oh, my. Dang, dude.
And now it's Murphy trying to create some
Yeah, Seth is way more interesting as a heel. He just has that heel look and that heel laugh. Up. Well, the match is over.
A repeat of what happened last week. Rollins again interfering.
Match is over.
That's all right, Seth. I'll protect Murphy too, because Dawkins hit him so hard last week. they removed his first name.
Oh.
And if Seth, if you're scared, Mr. Messiah, I'm gonna do the same thing to you, partner.
Oh.
What? Montez Ford just called out
Is this
Seth
true?
Rollins.
You're gonna do the same thing to me, huh? You're gonna do the same thing to me, huh?
Oh, wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Don't lower yourself, Messiah.
Oh, come on, Seth. Back up your words. Let's see what you got. And Ford gets under the skin of Rollins. There's the bell. And here comes Montez Ford.
Okay.
Oh, and a drop kick sending Rollins out
So
of the
what?
ring.
Now it's just a one-on-one match. Oh.
Over the top, takes out Murphy and Rollins.
Okay.
Ford is getting the smoke
Okay.
on Raw.
I think I get what it is now. I think I get what it is. So we had one match, and then now we're having a second match. So it was just like a back-to-back match thing. So yeah, that's what happened. It's not a tag match. So it's one of Angelo Dawkins and Buddy Murphy had a match. Then Seth Rollins and Montez Ford are gonna have a match. So that's what's going on. I thought it was gonna be a tag match too, but it looks like it was just those two. Just those two. Yeah, it's not even a big deal anymore. Well, I'm glad you can see it that way. You said Seth doesn't have the same firepower as a heel as he had back in 2014. Yeah, because back in 2014 he had people to bounce off of. He actually had people to feud with that had oomph behind him. He betrayed his brothers and stuff like that, you know, and he had the authority. He had great supporting cast to where he could just shine as a super heel. Right now he's in the middle of a storyline that makes absolutely no sense, and people just keep on emerging from backstage to involve themselves in stuff that just has no bearing. It's like a runaway train. That's what it is. It's a runaway train. Like, it's got all the steam that it could muster, but it's not going anywhere that anybody knows about. And it doesn't even seem like Raw knows. It doesn't seem like anybody backstage knows where it's going either. They just like had an idea. Oh, let's make him the Monday Night Messiah. That sounds cool, right? Yeah, that's a cool gimmick. And then just had no idea of what to do with it. So they just started throwing Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, the Viking Raiders, AOP, Buddy Murphy, the Street Profits, the whoever. Like, it just makes, like, of course he had more oomph back in 2014 because there was actually a good storyline behind it. And they actually had some sort of idea of what to do with him. Right now they're just throwing everything at the wall and just hoping Seth can make it happen by just being a heel, and it's like, dude, no. We don't understand. We don't get it. We've been sitting here for like over a month seeing the same stuff happen over and over again. Seth gets involved. Seth makes the match end in a disqualification by stomping somebody, or they win and it doesn't mean anything. Nobody gets any sort of like contendership out of it. And then finally we do get a number one contender for the tag titles, and it's just Street Profits out from backstage, and now all of a sudden they're fighting for the title. It's just nothingness. You'd be the best heel in the world, but if you don't have a story and you have no writing, it's not going anywhere. Especially if they just keep throwing in the flavor of the week all day, and you have no chance to really form anything with people. Yep, he needs to be back in NXT. What? Who? Seth? Or are you saying Montez? Or are you saying Buddy Murphy? Who are you saying needs to be back in NXT? I hope you're not saying Seth needs to be back in NXT. Although it'd still be epic if he was. I think out of this entire equation, he'd probably be the last person I'd put in NXT. Oh, Buddy Murphy's been thrown out.
Get Murphy out of there too. One-on-one match.
All right, Buddy Murphy is gone. That'll make this lineup easier for me. Montez Ford with a little surprise takedown, but no, does not get a 3 count. Seth? Put him in NXT for what, though? so that he can just be a good heel down there and take all the spotlight off the people who need it. I don't think it's that big a deal, man. He'll be fine. He just needs to get an actual feud going up here. He would just be taking shine off of people down there because he's a way like far advanced heel over a lot of the people they got down there. He'd just be stealing shine down there. That would definitely help them in the ratings, though. There are good things about it, but I'd say that's kind of like killing an ant with a cannonball or something. It would be fun, though. It'd be fun for a little while, but you know, it might actually be cool. It might actually be cool.
Now Rollins reassumes control here in this matchup.
I just don't understand why these idiots
maybe.
Well, why don't they understand that Seth Rollins has got a vision?
All right, Seth just pounding away on the face of Montez Ford right now. Get Angelo Dawkins out of here.
Seth Rollins is out for Seth Rollins. He wants the power and control.
There we go.
That's it. That's still to come here later on tonight. Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton.
Yep, Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton still to come.
Kevin Owens was standing up on behalf of the likes of the Hall of Fame.
Seth Rollins with a backdrop suplex. Very nice.
Cover and a kick out.
2 count.
I'm just worried at the end of the night.
It's going to take more than that to keep Ford down. And Raw is going nowhere. NXT is going up. Raw's been way better than SmackDown. But yeah, I'd say the storylines have been very lackluster. That is for sure. Because they've spent so much time focusing on this, and it just makes no sense. Seth over the top rope to the outside. Ouch. SmackDown's better than Raw? You think so? Why?
No, of course I don't believe that.
Not even a little bit?
It would be easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle.
What's been better about SmackDown? The constant Baron Corbin? Not that I have anything against that. Both of these shows have had their problems, as you can see. Look at this. I don't think either of them are doing too well. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think a lot of people have been saying SmackDown is just the pits right now. It's entertaining here or there. They've been very close to having good shows, but it's just they keep falling short. Repetition, man. This weird, repetitive Baron Corbin stuff. The fact that the Otis and Mandy thing was basically the only storyline that actually had any legs to it. Buckle bomb again, but a barricade bomb. Now we're going to commercial. Skull Crusher, welcome back. I don't know. SmackDown has had some better spots. It's definitely had some more exciting things that have happened, and with the Fiend and Bray Wyatt, that show is always going to have the ability to turn in an okay show. I would just say that Raw, it really just seems like they've been a little bit more exciting crossing the finish line. Maybe that's just because they've done better main events. Because I remember at least 2 weeks in the past month that SmackDown had a pretty good show going, and then they just kind of like fizzled out at the end. And that ending spot, the ending, the main event, or just the 45 minutes leading up to the end can really take a show down a notch, even if it started out well. If you don't watch NWA, you should, dude. If you like the old school wrestling, they do it so well. It's not all frilly and stuff with pyro and all that stuff, but it's what they lack in that they make up for in just down home people cutting promos from the hip, from the heart. The in-ring product, it gets to the point. They don't have these like 25-minute matches where you're seeing the same people wrestle. They keep it fresh. They keep new matchups happening. They have mid-card titles. Their women's division, the women kill it too. It has this this prestige of being around for so long, and I'd say pretty much everybody with a championship right now is just must-see type of talent on the mic, in the ring. It's really good. It should be good this week. That's what I'm hoping for, Seagriff. That's what I'm really hoping for. SmackDown's got to snap out of this weird, just Twilight Zone, man. It's not just the Twilight Zone. It's like Groundhog's Day. Litman, thank you for hosting, man. Bringing through some Zambies. Interviews at ringside, yeah. Interviews at ringside. Finishers actually finishing a match. You know, NWA does a really good job. I would highly recommend it. Plus, it's free to watch on YouTube. It's coming on tomorrow, so if you want to see an episode, it'll be here live on YouTube. Gosh, it's just such a breath of fresh air the way that they put it on. Plus, they have like a developmental program that's actually developmental talent, like people that they've just like picked up and seen what they have, and they let us vote on who's. It's kind of like a Tough Enough type of atmosphere as well, that they put on their own show that does that. It's just really great. The pay-per-views you have to pay for, but they're priced accordingly. They're like $20 pay-per-views. They're not out here charging $60 for a glorified, not even a glorified, just a regular episode of their normal show. I would highly recommend NWA, man. Who do I have winning this? Man, that's tough. I'd say Seth gets it. Maybe the Street Profits win the titles on Thursday in Saudi Arabia at Super Showdown. We will see. Here we are. Back to the matter at hand. Chris Statlander will challenge for the Women's Championship. Oh, really? This Wednesday? Or at the pay-per-view? Which one are you talking about? Goodness gracious. Nice drop kick by Montez. Seth versus Montez, man. This could be a really good match if I cared at all about what's going on here. I don't understand it. Jeez, the double-fisted punch? He like punched him with both hands, Montez did. Another buckle bomb? Nope. Wow, nice stuff. Montez reverses the buckle bomb into a Rana into the corner, and now Montez Ford is rolling over Seth. I'm stressed. On the pay-per-view, okay. Well, that's already a plus. That's already a plus for Revolution, AEW. That's already a plus for that show. The Monday Night Pariah. ROH is staggered. Same with Lucha Underground. Lucha, I think, is over with. I think they officially announced they're done. That's why you're starting to see their talent showing up in AEW and all over the place. I think that Lucha Underground is done with. Ring of Honor is still holding on by life support and by their, I guess, kind of like their partnerships with other wrestling companies right now. Ring of Honor definitely needs a breath of fresh air. They need that EpiPen or something, man. They need that adrenaline shot straight to the heart. Skull Crusher, why are you stressed? Does it have to do with coffee again? Pedigree from Rollins? No. No pedigree. Goodness gracious. Rollins gets stood straight up with a DDT, but Montez cannot get the 3 count out of an incredible DDT. He used Seth's head like a pogo stick. Monday Night Piranha. Ever heard of Joey Ryan? I have. I hate his gimmick. He's a good wrestler, though. I just. That's all I have to say about that. I think Tessa should leave Impact. She's the best they have. Well, why would she leave then? She could be the king of the rooster. She can come over here and maybe not ever achieve the heights that she achieved over there. Why leave?
Ford has a clear target.
Yeah, that knee, look. He's not going to take
Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait a minute.
No pogos. Yeah, there were definitely pogos. It's not from coffee. Oh, it's from family. Your family drank your coffee?
Oh, man.
She tweeted others. Oh, my goodness. Sunset flip power bomb off the top. Seth Rollins gets just rolled. Montez doing a good job against the previous Universal Champion, World Champion, United States Champion, everything champion. Stomp, it's over. Goodbye. Sorry, you caught a curb stomp. You're done. Yep, Seth wins. Yeah, so maybe at Saudi Arabia, maybe at Super Show this Thursday, Super Showdown. Maybe the Street Profits will get it, but I don't know, man. I think they need to be built up some more. They just kind of threw them on it. It's like you gotta strike while the iron is hot, you know. And I don't feel like the Profits have been built to be hot yet, you know. They were there for a second, but they just let them marinate too long. They let them cool down. And I don't think that a title would change that really. I know people would be happy to see the titles off of Seth and off of Buddy, but it's just, I don't know, it just feels too quick. I might be wrong. We'll see this Thursday. By the way, Super Showdown is happening this Thursday at noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. It is not a nighttime pay-per-view for us because they are broadcasting live from Saudi Arabia. So when you see the Hangout pop up here on my channel and you get that notification, because I know you guys all have your notifications turned on, it's not a misprint. It's not a it is not a misprint or a typo when it says that yes, it's going to be on at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Beth Phoenix returns next Monday Night Raw. She's going to give us an update about her husband, Edge.
No doubt, a very emotional time for Beth Phoenix. The Viper is ready for action. Maybe Kevin Owens.
All right, up next, Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. So it appears that this could be the final thing of the night. They're going to go commercial. It's going to take a while for the intros. So maybe looking at something like a 14-minute match. Could be a good one. And now they're advertising about John Cena coming to Smackdown this Friday. What a week of wrestling we have. We have the Go Home show we have the Go Home Raw right now for Super Showdown. We have NWA Power tomorrow. We have AEW Dark tomorrow. We have NXT on Wednesday. We have AEW Dynamite on Wednesday, and that is the Go Home show for Revolution, which is the pay-per-view happening this Saturday. Then we have this Thursday, we have Super Showdown live from Saudi Arabia. Also, we have the Nitty Gritty on Thursday, which is my weekly gaming and entertainment talk show where I show you guys the newest game trailers, movie trailers, behind the scenes making of footage of the newest, hottest games that are coming out. And you know, we're ramping up towards E3, guys. So there's probably going to be some cool stuff to look at there. And then on Friday, we have the return of John Cena to SmackDown and the show that's coming off the heels of Super Showdown. So it's going to have some of the fallout of Goldberg versus The Fiend. It's going to have some of the fallout from Corbin versus Reigns inside the steel cage. I mean, goodness gracious. And then the first ever title match between two women is happening at the Saudi Arabian show between Naomi and Aunt Bailey. So we're going to, oh my goodness, dude, just what a week. What a week of wrestling. Ay. Yeah, E3, it's a little wild till E3, but, you know, it sneaks up on you. Plus, there are some developers who like to beat that because you're competing so much. It's kind of like getting to the Super Bowl. You know, only two teams get to the Super Bowl, but everybody competes all year long to, like, get that market share to beat out those teams. E3 is kind of like the Super Bowl of games, so being there is a big deal, but you're also competing against Halo and Assassin's Creed and Resident Evil and all the rest of this stuff that's just so huge that sometimes your game can get pushed to the wayside and not really make that impact. So sometimes developers, what they do is they'll push up their projects, so they push up like their reveals of what's going to happen or what they're coming out with. They'll push it up so that they can hit the ground running and be hot, and then they get the advertisement. They get to be the big thing, and then everybody else is fighting for that limited space and that limited attention at E3. So these next couple months leading up to E3 sometimes are more exciting than E3 itself. But I love E3. I just hope Sony does their own show and they show off the PS4 and all kinds of launch games they're going to have for it. I'm very, very excited about this year's gaming news and stuff to come. Impact has about 200 people in the crowd. Yeah, but I'm not a person who subscribes to like how many people watching you is how good your product is. I don't really care about that. If I did, then that would mean, oh, all the people doing live reactions to Raw tonight are better than me because they have more people in the stream. Like, no, you're not better than me. You have like an installed base of people, and I'm just gonna try my hardest, and I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna keep coming with the hot layouts and the hot thumbnails, and just showing that I'm out here working for your enjoyment, working for your patronage, working for you guys to have a cool place, a place that looks cool, sounds cool, has innovations, has things that other people aren't thinking about. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, well, how many people were there tonight? How many people watched this? Oh, 100? Well, it sucks then. No. Dude, I've been to wrestling shows where there was like 12 people in the crowd and the people just tore it down, and it was such a fun show. So, I don't know. I think they'll be all right. It's money-wise, though, they have to start worrying about that, yeah. Yeah, PS5, my bad, sorry. It's just I've had the PS4 for so long. All right, I'll be right back. All right, Randy Orton is out here. He's taking his sweet time getting to the ring again. I think that's just his new thing. He's going to take as long as possible so we hear his entire theme song. No, don't do it, Bacon. That's what you call Dudley now, just Bacon? That's his name? Bacon. He's going to start calling you human. Yep, Randall Keith is out here. Pretty, you're my favorite wrestling streamer of all time, my guy. Well, thank you. Trevor, you got to come hang out with me on Twitch or Mixer, man. I do a lot more. I have my own wrestling league, 2 of them. 2 wrestling leagues. They're digital, but they're pretty dang awesome. Where people have their own created wrestlers. We also claim our own wrestlers. Seth Rollins is actually my wrestler in the GSL. The GSL stands for the Gritty, and I also have the GWE, which is the Gritty Wrestling Empire, which is just nothing but created wrestlers. It's pretty dang cool, man. And then I do live wrestling hangouts. We do a thing called Classic Historical Battles. Here, I'm gonna wait till my internet fixes itself. Ay. Hang on. All right, we should be back. So what I was saying is, yeah, there's a lot more that I do. We do live hangouts for like these wrestlers have their own YouTube channels and stuff. They do their own things. So we watch what they do. Sometimes they'll do cooking. Like, you should definitely stop on by the Twitch channel if you like what I do here. I just do more of it and kind of like more in depth because there's a lot of stuff I can't do while I'm live on YouTube because of copyright issues and stuff.
And look what happened.
All right, here we go.
Exactly. Now, why would
Randall
be in
Keith.
this ring right now after that stern warning from Randy?
Randall Keith Orton.
King, it's an emotional
versus
response. I mean, we know how many careers, how many superstars
Kevon
have been
Owens.
influenced by the rated R.
Kevon Owens. Hang on, let me try this out. Let's see if I can do anything about this. Kevon Owens. Okay.
Kevin, like the rest of us, just wanted to know why. Just wanted an explanation from Randy Orton. And now look at Kevin Owens, who's been so frustrated lately with Seth Rollins and his disciples that he will fight literally anyone.
They have really shook up this announce table.
Into the corner for the cannonball, and Orton gets out of the ring.
You don't think it has anything to do with the fact that we're in Canada? Kevin Owens is from Canada. Oh! Edge is from Canada. Kevin Owens wants to look like a big shot here.
I think it has something to do with
fans.
Should be live now, guys. Oh my goodness. Cannonball. Senton right into the barricade and through Randy Orton.
Monday Night Raw has become
the KO show.
Owens is standing up.
Yeah, Randy's just been awesome recently. I love when he gets like this, when he's all vicious and stuff. The whole like face Orton is cool for a second, but I really like the vicious Randy. He's another guy who's like Seth. He's just so much more interesting as just a. Oh God, here comes Seth and the Monday Night Crew.
Owens versus Orton continues live on Raw.
Oh. Jeez, Kevin. Watch the language, Kevin. I feel like his mom. I feel like I'm his mom when I say that. Watch the language, Kevin. Don't you say that. Don't you be saying that around here. I got to thank you guys again, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you are enjoying your evening along with me. The GRITTY. Oh my, how fly. I don't know. It's just a rhyme. Yeah, Kevin Owens had a little bit of language there. All right, let's see how many people have favorited the tweet or retweeted the tweet. Let's see here. What's this? 8, 6, and 8. That's pretty good. 6 retweets and 8 favorites. If you guys have not already favorited or retweeted, either or is very appreciated. And the 6 people who have retweeted and 8 people who have favorited, I salute you. Thank you very much. Want to go be on Memorial on TV? It was sad. You want to be at a memorial? I can definitely understand that if somebody passed away that you care about. But it's always good to put more stock into like the good things that people did in their life, because that's most likely the way people would like to be remembered, you know, for the epic things they've done and how they've affected you or how they changed your life. Nice things. Just the fact that somebody's gone shouldn't be like the more important thing about them. I know it's hard to think about it that way, but it really is better for that person's memory to be remembered that way, you know, instead of just, oh, they're gone. So I don't know. It was for Kobe. Oh, okay. Yep. Definitely a huge loss. Huge loss to the sporting world, and he did a lot of good for this world as well. Hey, did Dudley say he will attack John Cena on Friday? He did not say that. Once he heard that people were spreading this rumor, he ran downstairs and said, "Loose lips sink ships," and that he was going to find out who squealed. Did you say squealed? Squealed. He's going to find out who squealed. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Who thinks Ronda's coming back? I don't know, man. More and more people are mentioning her, so maybe there's something to that. But I think that it's best to just wait and find out, you know? Just see it happen live and get that excitement out of it. But maybe, I don't know, man. From what she said, she's trying to have a kid, so
Has Kevin Owens bitten off more than he could chew here in this match?
I don't know, but I know it must be comforting for
wait a minute. We got backup.
my Twitter name. Oh, Viking Raiders are out here. Oh my God, dude.
The uprising in full force. The Viking Raiders going up the rail.
All right. It's at Gritty Urban Saga. The link should show up. Where's Samoa Joe? I don't know. Here's the Viking Raiders, so I would say he's probably not far behind. Is it social? Is it Twitter?
Consider everything that has happened with Rollins and his disciples.
Oh, there it is. Twitter.com/Gritty Urban Saga. There's the link right there, so you can just tap on that link and it'll take you straight there. I made that up, by the way. Empire, I thought you might. See Beyonce performance, so good and emotional.
Just like that, it looked like
No,
Kevin Owens
I didn't see any of that stuff.
WWE's Apex Predator shuts him
Is
down.
he injured? Yeah, he might be. I think I heard something like that.
On that second rope, might be thinking superplex.
Too bad if it's true. All right, so I think that the tide of monotony has ebbed. The tide of monotony and repetitiveness has left the building, so now we can actually see Randy versus Kevin Owens, something new in the main event slot, instead of just the Viking freaking Raiders and AOP over and over again.
Frightening part of town for Owens and Orton. Oh, big headbutt, and down goes Orton. Kevin Owens up top. Oh, no. Oh, the senton.
I'm sorry, I know it sounds negative, but I gotta be completely honest with you guys. When stuff like that happens, it just like literally takes me out of the enjoyment of it.
Oh, and a shot to Rollins.
Seth Rollins gets punched by Kevin Owens, and now the Viper with a super clothesline on Kevin Owens. Now Randy's hurting for certain though. Superplex really rocked him.
Seth Rollins one more time trying to screw Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton takes advantage.
Yeah, just scroll up. It's right up there, guys. You don't have to type Twitter. You can just Look up, right above you. It's up there in the chat. Just scroll up and you'll see the link. Just tap on it. You got it. All right, Seth is still out here messing with the match. DDT on Kevin Owens. This one. What? Super quick count. What the heck happened here? The ref did a super fast count. The ref is tired of this as I am? The ref is as tired of the AOP Seth shenanigans as I am? He's like, just get it over with. The ref fast counted Kevin Owens. He just said 1, 2, 3. Oh, and now he's trying to help Seth? No way. Seth has refs in his pocket now? Is that what they're saying? Oh, they're trying to redo the Montreal something job. They pulled a something job on KO. Man, they are really just pulling out all the stops to try to make Kevin Owens just something bigger than what he is right now. Now Seth has put some steel chairs into the match. All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do something. Seth Rollins has put steel chairs into the match, into the ring. Randy already won. But he is telling Randy to destroy, to do Kevin Owens just like he's done Edge and just like he's done Matt Hardy.
You know what you want to do. You know what you want to do, Randy.
We've seen this with Edge. We've seen this with Matt Hardy, and now we're about to see it with Kevin Owens.
Uh-oh. Kevin Owens has a steel chair as well. We're getting a Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader lightsaber fight over here. Uh-oh. Kevin Owens has a steel chair. So does Randy. They're in the ring, staring at each other. Oh, Randy puts down the steel chair. And now the ref snatches the steel chair from Kevin Owens. Uh-oh. Kevin Owens has grabbed the ref. He's going to rip his shirt off, and he's going to have a Seth shirt under it. He puts the ref, the crooked ref, into the ring. Grabbed the official. He ripped his shirt, and he had a Seth Rollins shirt under it. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
I had nothing to do with that. I don't know what that's about. I got nothing to do with that.
Seth has nothing to do with that.
Seth Rollins' disciple.
I kind of like that. I kind of like this. The crowd is saying to hit the ref in the head with a chair. No way. Yeah, what is wrong with you people? He throws the chair down. Stunner to the ref. What are you doing? That is a good human being. I love it. One more time.
Owens isn't done.
Uh-oh. Kevin Owens has a table. He has produced a table from under the ring.
KO, get the table.
Crooked ref. Uh-oh.
This is all because
that is a good human being. They kiss him goodbye. Powerbomb through the table.
Hang on.
Through the table.
The Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins rivalry has gotten even hotter.
Hey, at least Seth Rollins can get people to join. Dark Order's been having their good amount of trouble to get anybody to join up with them. Seth's got people joining he's not even having anything to do with. And then Kevin takes a seat, just the shrapnel, the splinters of his devastation littering the ring with a destroyed referee in the very center of it, at the epicenter of the destruction. And Seth Rollins is at the top of the ramp just talking trash, but he's not coming down there. I mean, it was a better ending than what it was looking like it was going to be. I'll give him that. It was looking like it was just going to, oh God, it's AOP, oh, the Viking Raiders, here they are again. I'm really glad. I must say that they brought themselves out of a hole that was going to be a little too deep for this episode of Raw to see the light of day. Not sure that they earned a point tonight, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it. We will be bringing back the review show, Grapple Chat. Grapple Chat will be returning in 1 week. In 1 week. Grapple Chat is on hiatus for now. Hopefully everybody will show up for the re-debut of Grapple Chat and have your ratings ready, because we're going to be hitting the ground running. The Ruthless Aggression is on. All right, so we're going to be doing that. People on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out with us. You think Goldberg will win? No, I don't. I think Goldberg is there to get a paycheck and also to bring the Fiend back up a notch when it comes to his that ethereal, otherworldly aura that he had for a second there when Seth was stomping him all that time and he was just getting up like nothing happened. The Fiend has lost some of that over these last few months, and I think that the best way to get that back is have somebody who is just known to be a super devastating force come through and try to hit him with everything he's got, and it just not be enough. I think that the whole reason they're doing this is for Goldberg to get a payday, and for the Fiend to come up some notches in that invincible type of manner he was in. So yeah, I don't know. It's a more advanced straight edge society. Hey, they say that there are no brand new ideas. They say that everything is just a reinventing or retelling of the same old stories. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I'm going to be watching Ruthless Aggression, the next episode, episode 3 of Ruthless Aggression, which is based off of the Evolution faction, which is awesome. So if you guys want to be watching that with me and hang out with me, I'm going to still be live on Twitch and Mixer. If you don't know how to get there, please come on over using the links in the chat. Thank you everybody who left a thumbs up on this video. I will maybe see you guys tomorrow for NWA and AEW Dark. Hopefully you guys will show up for it. Support your local streamer. I don't know. I'm not local, but yeah, maybe to some of you guys I'm local. Thank you guys, and I will catch you guys on the morrow. Hopefully you loved Raw. I had fun with it, and I had a lot more fun than I would have had without you guys. So thank you for making it a better night, a better day for me. Hopefully I did the same for you. Gritty Herb. Out. Staying live on Twitch and Mixer, guys. Come on over.